Okay, hey there everybody. Looks like this is working. Alright, we're here for round 2 of the Scottish encounter. Maybe if I don't say his name, the game won't crash. Maybe if I don't say Macbeth, we won't get completely destroyed. Alright,
Let's go.
what was I thinking, though? Because I was remembering that, like, I wanted to have a specific party composition for this, and I wanted to do this a specific way, but I can't remember what it was. I believe we're not using... Hulkenberg is useful here. I believe it was Juna that's not useful here. No, I need her for Takaja. Maybe it's Yufa. And I think we want to swap out someone to get in Basilio, but maybe we don't. He had that ability to make himself, like, physically invulnerable, so we wanted stuff that did elemental damage to him. What did I have everyone equipped with as well here? I think I want to swap out the mask on Juna here again, back to the Savior's Mask. We've got that. Yeah, okay. And then, God, what do I need for this? It was only Monday that I was doing this, but I don't really remember exactly. I know that Hulkenberg's useful because he does use those single target attacks, and her ability to, like, shrug off status effects is nice. I know that Thunderstrike Thrust is actually pretty good here. Could be my abilities need a revamp, but I don't know. Let's just give this a shot. Alright, can we make it through this encounter, or is his lightning going to fry my CPU? Because last time we weren't actually losing, I suppose, in terms of, like, actually fighting him. We lost in terms of he destroyed my PC. And I haven't switched to a new one, so, you know, maybe he'll destroy it again. I was able to reboot it and get it to work after that. I don't know what that crash was about.
This place.
But, I don't know, let's try this, I guess.
This is why he fought for Louise so desperately?
Okay.
To become that?
I think we can technically Tetrakarn on Hulkenberg.
Trust me.
Behold this
And
power.
yeah, so we've got access to, like, Rune's Flamethrower and Hamadine and stuff like that, which all does damage to this guy, so that's fine. Son Genma works on him and is good. Oh, I think we wanted Basilio for the ability to do attacks that would actually cause him to... Yeah. I decided I'm going to start calling this the Scottish encounter instead of saying Zorba.
Juna's badly hurt.
Now
Get her some healing.
Okay. Well, that turn didn't work out great, but it's
Are you
fine.
Okay? You look like you're about to drop.
Yeah, we'll see if whatever happened last time happens again here. I doubt it, but...
Thank you.
That was helpful. This is just what I need.
I should still be able to chip him down even without the weakened
Here I
attacks,
go.
so...
Why won't you shut up and
Justice
die?
prevail. I stand waiting.
I
Alright.
am meant for his world. My new form proves I'm worthy. Scour!
Well,
Now suffer!
seems to be working okay
Now
here.
suffer!
I love that blocking, just having your... Well, I also said Macbeth, so, you know, I'm not doing a very good job of this, you know.
Purified.
Why
pray
won't you
already.
shut up and die?
It's why I could never be an
Observe
actor.
the
I would
fun.
curse everybody, and everyone else would get really mad at me.
Strike me if you dare.
I like how just crossing your arms in front of you is enough to stop, like, a horrible
My new
curse.
form
Obviously, the prince,
Proves I'm worthy.
I guess, which is me, back when he was being, like, assassinated by Relish, who just has arms in front of him, and he would have been fine.
Win.
It would have blocked her curse,
Very
and, oh, that
smart,
sucks.
Captain.
You know, then this entire game wouldn't be happening. Nice, okay.
This is just what I need.
Alright, let's go and do this again. We're doing this a lot slower, apparently, because we're not getting, like, the same amount of him going to phase 2 or whatever
Is everyone all right?
into block mode,
All that
but
we strive for.
honestly, this is kind of fine.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead and Tetrakarn
Let me
you.
help the blight.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I could never be an actor for like a multitude of different reasons. The fact that I would just say Macbeth and we'd all die is one of them.
Now suffer!
I think if you do slow damage to him... Oh no, he does do a defense form shift too. Okay, fine. Alright, who do I swap to here? I definitely actually do feel like swapping to...
I shall
Maybe I
disengage.
swap back and forth.
Who's awesome souls do
This
your
way I can
thing.
use Windbreaker on him,
Become!
and he'll resist, but he'll still take that defense down,
Has no room for the likes
which
of you.
is kind of what we're looking for out of that.
Scour!
I can't buff up because he'll kill all my
I'll give
buffs,
you. Behold this power.
so we're really just chipping him here.
Devil summoner. Cerberus.
Limitless magla flows through me.
Okay,
Limitless magla flows
double heat rise
through
with
me.
that jerk. Okay, he still should be a negative defense, so just hit him with another one of these.
It's getting windy.
Once I run out of MP, I'll just swap him.
Win.
I am meant for his world.
And
My new form proves
this
I'm
kind of feels
worthy.
like a waste, honestly, but she does have the MP to get away with it, kind of. I don't know. I'm just gonna use Dakaja for now.
Going for the weak spot. Take my fullest power.
I think we can take it slow with this guy. I don't think we have to try and blitz him down like
Limitless
super
magla
fast.
flows through me.
So he's gonna double heat riser.
Limitless magla flows through me.
Okay, I kind of want Basilio to charge
Alright.
here. Because I think we do Wanton Destruction next turn.
Let's stay
And then
calm.
he'll basically be out of
Royal
MP,
sword.
but I'll also be running out of MP, so...
Scour.
Why won't you shut up and die?
Okay,
I pray you're ready. Cerberus.
back down to default. Alright,
Help me open. Quick, we've got to seize our chance.
Die!
ouch. I've been poked.
Come here!
Okay, so we can smack him with this.
You're out of here.
Basilio left him wide open.
Oh,
And with the
wow.
charge, that was
No room
pretty
for the
good.
likes of you.
For myself and
Better be
Basilio,
short.
this is actually a good opportunity to pop one of these, so I think we will.
Here.
That helped. Thank you.
That helped us out.
Why won't you shut up and
I don't
die?
need to do anything here in particular, but might as well just do this. I want to switch back to having...
Here I go. Kahulin.
I kind of want to switch back to having Hulkenberg here, but I think we won't for now.
Playing it safe. We've got to choose our next move carefully.
Okay, well, interesting. Okay, what do I do here that would be
Alright.
functional and actually,
stay
like,
calm.
productive? I could reduce his defense more, I guess, but, like, he's just gonna bring it back and I'm just gonna Dakaja him. I guess we'll just chuck it
And
to
we'll
the people
fight
who
with
have
pride.
lots of MP and have them do stuff to him.
The next one's yours.
Persona.
And just keep going
Master.
around in that sort of circle.
Purified.
Well, Hufa in particular has got
Take my
basically
fullest
unlimited
power.
MP at this point in
Cerberus.
time. I really should just give every single person, like,
And count
MP
on
My
steal.
new form proves I'm limitless magla flows through
Okay,
me.
this is the first time. I think he does this twice.
Limitless magla flows
And then I hit him with
through
charge. That's how I think this goes. I'm probably wrong.
Devil summoner.
There's probably some other thing that triggers whatever it is he's doing for his phase changes. I don't
Stay
know.
in.
All yours. Why won't
The
you
next one's
shut
yours.
up and die?
This is just
Don't
what
feel
I
like
need.
it.
Light.
Okay,
Limitless
So,
magla flows
double heat
through
riser.
me. Limitless magla flows through me.
I kind of want to not do this just in case I miss, so I'd rather actually just pass it until I can Dikaja him. So we'll hit a charge here. This guy went into this phase like real fast this time. I guess it's because we hit him for that 2,000 something.
Has no room for the likes of you. I
Okay.
am meant for his world. My new form. Oh wow!
You could take
has
him.
no
It's okay.
room for the likes
We can
of
do
you.
this.
Let's do this.
He's out in the open. Quick, we've
Yep,
got to
back to offense. Poke me. Nope.
Move.
Okay, you know what? Not technically a big deal. Let's just use a paralysis heal. Can't move, doesn't really matter.
I am meant for his world.
If it worked, it would have worked. If it doesn't, it kind of doesn't matter though.
Why don't you shut up and die?
Why do you keep asking questions you don't want to know the answer to? He's probably going back into defense mode after that one.
Enemies.
Hold on.
Might as well do this.
Let's try this.
Thank you. I call upon a royal soul. Sorry.
Okay. So that'll probably knock him into defense
Fools
mode.
all.
Oh no,
You
phase
failed
3,
to
okay.
grasp Lord Luis's ideals. You're expendable, the lot of you. Expendable, you hear me?
Why would we grasp his ideals if we're expendable under his ideals? Are you listening to yourself, man? Obviously not.
You're blind as all Lord Luis's enemies. And I'll see every last one of you dead.
Well, this guy does have 4 eyeballs. That is, like, literally... He is literally 4 eyes, so I guess he does see better than us. Admittedly, that one doesn't look all that good. That one in the middle there looks like it's having some troubles.
Fear me! Coward army! All who oppose Lord Luis shall die!
He's getting to Basilio,
Now
and they're
suffer.
targeting him.
Fear me! Coward army! I'll tear you apart!
You gotta get up. Move us down.
Okay, well that's
Someone
it.
else is playing it safe. We
And
gotta
then he
choose our
goes
next
into
move
defensive
carefully.
mode.
I'm
Oh, that
focusing my
bastard.
power. He's
Okay.
got full monster now. I'm not wild about the idea, but I should be able to slip in through the gaps between those bones.
Gallica, that sounds disgusting. Alright, why would you recommend that to do... Why would you do
Want
that
me
to
to dive
yourself?
in there and try prying them open?
Yeah, sure, why
You got
not?
it. I'm going in.
Does this actually do anything, like, all that relevant?
Ah! Damned fairy! Where do you go? I'll crush you like the bug you are!
I hope that she, like, tickled him in his eye armpit.
Wow! Yeah, he's pretty
You
mad.
better be ready.
Okay, well,
Right in their weak spot. Beat him
Enemies
down, Basilio.
of Lord Luis.
okay,
Gotta rethink.
let's,
Not by this power.
let's just go serious this turn.
Keep us down. We gotta
Okay.
help her.
Early for my exit. This should be good. I rejoin the fray.
Roll her
The
down.
devil summoner.
Anyone get on healing duty.
Kahulin. The enemy still stands.
Come here!
Alright, this ought to kill him, actually. Alright, we've defeated the Scottish encounter and we have not lost our
Not
computer.
again. Lord Luis!
Alright, now I can safely say Zorba because we've gotten through it.
Applause, please.
Alright, that was,
I shall rise to
that
the
wasn't that
occasion.
bad.
I continue to grow.
Even I had more.
Power can be.
I'm better and stronger.
I'm probably gonna get locked out of being able to raise my stats because I'm gonna, like,
Damn it.
level
Why?
by punching a bird.
Why does this world keep rejecting me?
There's a lot of answers to that, really.
How could you push your body this far?
He's a really big fan of Hieronymus Bosch.
Your deeds bespeak a heart of incredible loyalty, Zorba. 'Tis a tragedy that you have pledged it to the wrong man.
Yeah, no, I guess he is, actually pretty loyal to Lewis compared to his other minions.
You're the ones who've got it wrong. This world doesn't have much longer. I know you feel it too. Deep down, don't you? Nobody has any choice in how they'll live their lives. They don't even realize it should be their decision. You can't change that world without destroying it.
Not sure how you get to that conclusion. I don't actually disagree that there are a lot of people like that, but,
The
you know.
only man willing to fight for a better world is Lord Luis. Why can't you see that?
I mean, to be perfectly clear, he's actually pretty bad at articulating what he wants the world to look like. Then again, I'm
get
not any
it
better.
now.
Zorba, you're the only one who understood everything Luis wanted. And fought for it anyway.
I don't care if I'm just a stepping stone. Lord Luis can build his world on my corpse. A world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
I mean, if everyone except Lewis is dead, then everyone is pretty equal. Because everyone is equal to Lewis, because there is just Lewis. He just made it so he gets to live again. That stupid jerk. Knocks himself off a cliff. We already know he survives cliff falls. God damn it. So I don't get a new Scottish character.
Zorba.
There was naught to be done. He chose his path.
Tell and I never knew how to deal with him. Always gloomy and moping about. Then he'd burst with this sudden anger, shouting and lashing out like. Thinking back on it now, makes me wonder if the outbursts were all cries for help.
Who else here is like standing on this thing, looking down the cliff and being like, "Oh, he's still alive then"?
This to Zorba. Oh,
We can't waver now. I'll not deny, Luis's words ring true in some ways. But he turned Zorba into a monster, and not with words alone.
I mean, yeah, technically,
However
literally
badly
this
Zorba
time.
wished for it. If Luis really cared to protect him, would he have pushed him to such horrors? It's all a fallacy in the end.
I don't think Lewis really did care to protect him, and I think that was the point.
a fallacy, eh? You suppose all that business about equality is just a smokescreen? His ambitions are just dead selfish?
Probably.
I don't know if I buy it myself. Would Luis tell such a shallow lie?
Probably. Might be more to it,
There
but
might be something else to this.
But Zorba never turned against him, in deed or in heart. And he still twisted him like that. It wasn't for his protection.
no, clearly not. I don't think Zorba thought it was either.
Speaking of which, he mentioned something curious at the end.
Well, you know, we got all these questions. Why don't we just fly down that hole and go ask him, because he's probably still alive.
He spoke of a new world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
In other words, only those who obey will survive. That's the deal Luis has been spouting since the start.
I get the feeling that's too simple. Remember Rella's vision? A land full of feral humans, with people either running or going mad. I just doubt we can take Luis's speeches at face value. If his true intentions were as simple as that, Rella wouldn't have left us with that image.
Yeah, well, she did try to murder me, so...
You think Luis still has a real purpose we're not aware of?
No point in pondering it here. We're bound to find him eventually, so we can question him then.
The last statue is close by as well. Let us move onward, that we may do what must be done.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this last statue done, I think. But, I am,
Time to go!
pretty beat up.
What now?
I'm just gonna use, like, my weakest medicinal items here, I think. Okay. Is this close enough? This is probably close enough. Alright. Wait, there's a save point behind me, isn't there? It's kind of interesting to me that the Zorba fight there is actually a fairly easy fight. Wait, is the save point back there? I think so.
Hey!
God damn it. Okay. Fine. Thanks, Gallica. Great. Thanks. Alright, no turning back for me, I guess, apparently. If there's a boss fight in this room, I'm going to be very unhappy. Well, I guess Zorba was the entire boss fight. Well, damn it. Okay, well, I used up a bunch of healing items that I really don't care that much about, so this is kind of fine. What's with these dragon statues anyway? Why would the royal palace be full of money that's made to drain away the people's sanity? That may not be their intended use. Indeed, Luis may have twisted them for his own ends.
Even so.
All that matters is that they play a part in his plans, and they must, otherwise he'd not have left abominations to guard each one. He saw fit to protect these devices, then they're bound to be serving his aims somehow.
What?
His aims. Are these statues attuned to the royal magic? An answer best heard from Lewis, with the sword at his throat. Destroying the statue comes first for now. Doesn't this thing fly using the royal magic? If we destroy all the royal magic, are we going to fall just plummeting from the sky like Zorba did?
I suppose.
If we do, and we land on top of Zorba, can we ask him how he survives this sort of nonsense? Hopefully this will calm the capital down. Hey, voices. I hear them again. Who is it this time? Hey, this one's dead loud. Is it coming from the royal capital? It's probably Maria.
What was that? Something just fell out of the sky.
Whoa! It looks like a dead human!
Not a human. A person? But the body fell from the royal palace. What's going on?
I know this face. Isn't this the mage who was wreaking havoc at the cathedral months ago?
No. Couldn't be. If that's the man who was working for Luis, he'd be long dead. Wait. Has he been alive this whole time? Was he turned into a monster?
I told you, didn't I? It's just like what happened to the prince. Luis is behind the whole thing.
So wait, I really think it would be really funny if, while they're all distracted by Batlin, Zorba just gets up and shuffles off. It's not going to happen. I think he is actually dead this time, but...
Listen up, good people! Luis has lied to all of you!
Well, thanks, Batlin.
So then, all that about the fake prince being a monster, that was a lie? He's truly His Highness?
But still, as long as we obey, Count Luis will protect us.
Oh, come off it! You can't just take Luis at his word, people! This Zorba, the man who just crashed down, was one of the Count's most loyal men!
This was Luis's doing. If that's the case, even if we obey, we don't know what he'll do to us.
This is what I've been telling you. Luis isn't wiping out these monsters. He's bloody well mass-producing them. There's even evidence he's giving them orders to attack.
Making some leaps there, Batlin, but probably not untrue.
Look, we're talking about a man who's openly declared he'll execute anyone he feels like, even average citizens, if they don't fall in line. Is that the king you want?
No, lies. I don't believe you. Count Luis is our savior. He's supposed to save the world.
But what if he turns us all into monsters?
Is that small racist child over there? I think he's come to watch the show.
About time. Is this the moment the royal capital wakes up to the truth? Is that? Well, well.
What's the situation? Have we even the slightest hope of defeating Luis?
What do you mean we, douchebag?
Been a long time, my lord. You've always had a keen eye for reading the situation. Well, the winds are changing. Now, it's just a matter of what you choose to believe in.
You lot are all for the chopping block before I abdicate.
Can you smell it? There's change in the air. Things are finally getting interesting.
What do you mean, finally getting interesting?
Those voices just now.
That was Batlin, and the others, wasn't it? They all sounded startled to see Zorba's corpse.
I was startled to see Zorba's corpse. I thought he was going to live again.
Finally, a reasonable reaction. Seems we've destroyed all the statues then. That should help get people back on our side, don't you think?
Indeed. The sight of Zorba must have finally gotten it through their heads. All Luis has to offer them is insanity.
Seems as though the people have returned to their senses. Still behind, huh?
So, none of the king's servants remain.
Then our people are at last sound of mind. Your vile magic will deceive them no more.
Still in first, apparently, though.
My magic? I deceived no one.
What do you mean? You were responsible for all this chaos, weren't you?
In any case, there can be no more doubt. Your support and mine have finally reached parity.
Are we actually just equal?
You've
Okay.
come quite a way in the short time since the day of your despair. Commendable in all honesty. A marvel indeed. Perhaps I can no longer afford such indulgence. So be it. Come to the throne. With the power of the royal scepter in my hands, I will give you what you deserve.
I'm gonna get there. He's gonna have the royal scepter. He's just gonna coronate me as king and be like, alright, this is what you deserve, and I'm gonna, like, have to murder him.
You have the royal scepter. Surely you haven't.
And as we may now speak plain, I will tell you the truth of both the royal scepter and this very country. I'll be waiting.
Wait, so Luis got his hands on the royal scepter. This is bad. Extremely bad.
Even should we win the majority vote, it won't matter who the new king is. Luis alone would have the power to doom the entire nation.
We've just got to get it back. He wants a face-to-face showdown? Well, we'll give him one.
Wonder which of his lackeys he actually does have left. Wait. Is there no save rooms? This is the I am walking to the final climactic encounter, and I don't want to do that right now. Some familiar looking horns have fallen. Aren't these... Those belong to Luis. That would mean...
Luis.
He's actually an Elda. He has no further need to conceal his identity, which means he's revealing his true power. His secret Elda powers. We have to stop him.
Let's hurry.
Okay. Oh, good. Cat. That'll do. Alright. I'm guessing if we go through this door, we're gonna get in a fight with Luis. But I still haven't beaten one of the dragons, so I can't do that yet. Also, I've kind of been getting my ass kicked. Yeah, let's just leave. Alright. Alright, then, let's just... We're at the climactic showdown. It's like, Luis... He's not that important. We got a dragon to go kill. Just leave. He's just, like, waiting there, like... preparing for his, like, monologue, running it through his head of all the devious things he's gonna say as we sort of waltz up there because we're right outside his door and we just, like... Oh, god damn it. Game, why would you do this? Why is this a thing that you would ever conceive as being a good thing to do to a person? Alright, let's just see what happens when we open this door, because it's a fight with Luis right now here and everything. That is really garbage of you, game. Yeah, no, just absolute ass.
It's all well.
What do you mean you can't turn back? You were already not letting me turn back.
You're right.
Is there any way out of this situation here? Ariadne started?
What now?
Why would you do this?
It's all well.
I'm heading
Alright, let's just see what's going on here. If it's not actually a fight with Luis, then it's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back to a previous save. Oh, he's right there.
Such a countenance. So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Luis. Hand over the royal scepter. Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
But he likes the bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, but the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a natural trial to be overcome.
I don't think you're any better in that regard.
The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure, but destruction.
Who's the real charlatan here? You turn people into monsters and convince them it's salvation. Even Sorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promise protection to your devoted, yet always fall short of the mark.
I have never lied. I swear upon my name, it is one of the greatest trespasses I can imagine. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong a force? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by those who bear the public's favor? One royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic. But what if it drew Magla not from its wielder, but from the masses?
Yeah, we sort of ascertained that already, yeah.
That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Magla from people across the kingdom. And thus, the royal magic's power is near inexhaustible. Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries, generations upon generations. Do you know what this means? Magla is mortal anxiety, which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king, simply to stay safe.
Absurd. Then how do you explain the people of the capital going mad?
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike. And that is mortal weakness.
Well, they stopped doing that, actually, but...
That's who they really are.
So the king's servants created the massive Magla flow from the vast Magla throughout the kingdom. That in itself was born of the people, yeah? We sort of know that.
In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. Before we achieve resolution, the people must be corrected. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shape the royal magic anew. All the Magla gathered over these months of turmoil will be restored to the people.
Won't that just make them even more insane?
Those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans.
Oh.
Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step towards a world truly fair and just.
Yeah, so everyone will be dead except Lewis.
Natural selection? New humans? What absurd delusions.
Delusions? You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged with powers and will burning ever brighter.
No, I think I got exactly the same stuff when I came through it as when I started. I don't think I gained anything from that process.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you did to him? You would use the royal magic to inflict such horrors on all the crown's subjects?
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But if they give in to fear, yes, they will lose both form and mind. That is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Yeah, they're just all gonna turn to monsters. You do realize that, right?
That's your true ambition. That's why you sent Sorba to the royal funeral. You never even wanted the throne. It was all for the royal scepter.
The shows of power, terrifying the people. It wasn't just manipulation. You justified all of that.
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all sense.
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt you'll survive the first culling and move on to the new world.
But what about the second one, or the third one, or the final one?
You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve this without bloodshed. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince.
Your entire plan is bloodshed.
Born of Elton blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
I think Lewis is very optimistic about people's ability to not, like, just... What about all the other people who, like, do actually do what he's saying, but then get murdered immediately by humans anyway? I feel like that's also severely lacking part of this plan here.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
He hasn't.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
I mean, it would be... I don't seek to destroy.
I don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Yeah, I think that he sort of has not got a very well thought out plan, Lewis. I think that this is actually just a very bad plan.
Exactly! He's nothing like you!
This is like what if Thanos snapped half of the people instead of them being like turned into dust. They got turned into flesh-eating zombies, and whoever didn't is clearly the worthy ones. But then they get eaten by zombies anyway, and then everything is zombies.
Should you deny me, then what? How would you fix this country? You must have seen it everywhere you traveled. Tradition, superstition, family honor. And all those struck down unjustly in the name of such authorities.
Okay.
The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength triumphs over pain. It is not a solution without cruelty. But surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Come with me, and we can realize this dream. What say you?
The fairness you speak of is false.
It's not that I actually think that it would be fair because everyone would be dead, but, there are also other things that are also important other than fairness. There's more than one thing you should be worried about in any given situation. If literally everybody is dead, that is fair. Like, that is entirely fair. Like, that is complete equality for everybody. But, probably worry about some other things other than just the one thing.
He's got the right of it. Luis. It's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream costs.
Like, maybe I'm wrong, and it would technically be possible for some people to survive the literal apocalypse of the thing that apparently nobody except a small number of select people are capable of with great difficulty beating.
And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. But what that comes down to is you figure some people in this world just deserve to die? If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Be silent.
No.
I once had my
Either
own
Morbits.
aspirations.
It's going pretty good.
Yes, I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
Well, gave you a position of tremendous political and military power, and apparently a lot of wealth since you've got that gigantic flying ship. Beam me onto the TV. That's a terrible idea. That's the sort of situation where it's like I'm just, gonna switch this over to 420 aspect ratio just to make it so it looks really funny on a television.
What's happening?
Oh yeah, actually it's not going great because I just forgot. I don't want to be in this part of the game yet. So I'm probably going to have to watch all of this, skip it next time, and then go back in time to a previous save where I haven't done any of this. It really sucks that you go straight from one thing to this.
Scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land. Until then, I will watch the world collapse from my perch at the top.
Wait! Luis!
I have done this for their sakes, not for mine. History and the will of the people will prove that.
I don't think there will be history or will or people, but, you know.
If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent.
Oh, good, okay.
It will be a mercy to you, at the very least.
I must go now. My planet needs me. Okay, well. I don't know. Off he goes, I guess.
If we push forward, we'll be in grave danger. This storm itself is a maelstrom of pure magla.
Looks like Sephiroth and Kumamoto. I don't think he actually has much like Sephiroth going for him.
Maybe this is just what it looks like when the people's minds are slaves to their anxiety and fear.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant lunatic.
Kuja? I don't actually remember what he looks like very well.
We must give chase somehow.
Oh, aspirants to the throne.
This voice. Your Majesty?
Sup, Dad?
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his own dark ends.
Luis was one step ahead of us. We did not expect him to seize and use the scepter before the final deadline.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be decided. Such is the decree.
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. The bastard always loved making a spectacle of this. Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it matter to you that he may succeed as king?
Oh, I remember who Kuja is, I just don't remember what he looked like.
I had sought death long before he granted it.
You wished for your own death? But why?
The ideals I once believed in. I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic. Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the catalyst.
This, like your other plans, is really stupid.
Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed, with form and voice, given life by royal magic.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever the people elected of their own will.
Have you ever heard of a last will and testament, old man?
Oh, Prince. My son. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis. That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
Okay, but I want to stop Louis, but I don't want to take the throne. How do I get into that situation?
His Majesty's Magla has faded.
I guess that's it. It really is up to us to save this land's future.
Luis is just ahead. We have to find a way to get beyond this storm, reckless or not.
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now. so we can come up with a strategy.
Well, our strategy is we go beat up a dragon that doesn't deserve it at all. That's step one. I wonder if I forgot any treasure back in the earlier parts of that, or if, I don't think we did. I think we're fine.
Hey! He's running that way! Kill anyone who stands against Count Luis! We fight for justice! Make them understand!
'Tis a battlefield out here. They know nothing of their savior's true intent, yet the streets are teeming with self-declared military police.
What's a man supposed to do when they're running around screaming about justice with bloodshot eyes?
Yeah, get a baseball bat and whack him, I guess.
So it's a crime to even disagree now. He said this was just their nature. I suppose I can see where his disappointment springs from.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as bad as it looks.
We are grateful. We will believe in their support as they believe in us.
By the way, I talked with Nurus on how to get to Luis's location. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and dive in.
That's your strategy?
Thanks, Gallica, for voicing my concerns about this.
Think, my girl. It's our best play. But with no time for modifications, I can't say how long she'll last in there. I say, we've got one shot to charge in.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight.
Okay.
The road you run is perilous.
Well, we're not running on the road. That's the problem here, Hulkenberg. We're not running on a road. That would be a lot easier.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even the slightest odds of success.
I don't know how you're coming to that conclusion. What if there's a 5-day dungeon at the end of that? What if we fly in there and there's a gigantic-ass maze that takes us 5 days to get through?
Right. That place is churning with the scepter's gathered magla. But if the casting steadily drains it away, then much of the ambient magla should be gone by the last day.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight at the very last minute.
Well, you do get arrested for disagreeing in a democracy depending on what the democracy is, what the people voted for, and what the disagreement is. You know, if there's some forms of disagreement which will get you arrested in like every democracy, you know, like you disagree with the law about whether or not you need to have a driver's license, will get your window smashed in virtually every democracy.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope until the very end.
There are also some you know, democracies where
any other way?
People willfully vote for really stupid things. So, you know, you end up with, you know, bad laws about disagreements or whatever in a democracy that's, you know, an actual democracy because people agree that that's what you ought to do.
We cannot yield now. Luis's ambitions must be stopped, even at the cost of our lives.
Plus, I don't think we're technically in a democracy. We're in a we're in an intermediary aristocratic period. I can't remember what they're called. God, I play EU4. I should know this.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, it's a difficulty 10. Fantastic.
You worked out some more of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about what happened at the Royal Palace?
There's also just, you know, bad democracies. There's places that are democratic, but they're just bad.
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told at the Ancient Sanctum.
Was Batlin there for that? I don't think he was.
What? Bloody hell. That's a heavy hit right off the bat.
We should make that public so that all the racists just abstain from the vote.
Luis knew the truth of the royal scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people. That's the fuel for its incredible power.
You know, I feel like that actually is a really stupid way to make a divine scepter in some ways, but also a really good one in others, because, like, you create this interesting negative incentive loop. You tried EU4 and got lost. I have played a lot of EU4 and I get consistently lost. Even though I've, like, taken over, like, half the world in that. It's a very dumb game. Don't play it. I feel like there's some very interesting negative incentives for a royal scepter that gives you tremendous power based on the anxiety of your own people, because on the one hand, if you're about to be invaded or some crap like that, you would be able to use like the supreme power of the divine relic based on the fact that everyone's anxious about the fact that they're getting invaded to just blow away the invaders or something like that or something. But then if you do that too often, people will get complacent because they'll be like, oh yeah, the royal magic will save us, so then they wouldn't get anxious about it. I have not actually tried Crusader Kings 2. But yeah, so they get complacent and they're like, oh yeah, no, the divine magic will save us. We don't have to worry about these invaders. And then you get invaded and you don't have any divine magic because no one's anxious about it, and then you get wrecked. But then also, if you were just the sort of person, you could just make everyone else really miserable as the king. And because you're making everyone super miserable, you become more powerful. So they can't they can't get rid of you despite the fact you're deliberately making everybody miserable. It's a really bad way to... Whoever made that divine relic was an idiot in a brilliant kind of way. Like, he made a thing that perfectly incentivizes the wrong solution to every situation you could find yourself in. It's actually kind of impressive.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. All this chaos comes from that dynamics reversal.
Might need you to slow down a bit. So that's his aim. Luis wants to make this a land of humans.
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the royal scepter's power. And their horrific transformation is but the end to his chosen means.
I feel like this game is like two different readings of Nietzsche.
Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious lengths. He pursues some other purpose.
Do you mean contextual tooltips? Yeah, they've got really good contextual tooltips, but they still don't help enough.
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home. So, you suppose it's for revenge?
You already killed Forden.
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the ancient sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. About how he used to have dreams. Dreams long dead. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything that actually takes a risk. Like connecting with people or personal change. Maybe to Luis, dreams are just lies.
Well, they often can be.
Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness. If we're to be ruled, it shouldn't be by someone who's given up on the world.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Oh, God. This is a time to help people feel confident about things, even though you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to take the throne and then immediately throw it onto the feet of someone else who actually wants to do the job. Or also who doesn't want to do the job.
Yes, of course.
You really are committed, huh?
Gallica, you're now the king. Get in there.
In any case, we'll confront Luis on the last day. Until then, let's tie up our loose ends so we can fight with no regrets.
You've done a fine job so far. Time to follow through on those campaign promises, eh? Win this one for us.
I don't remember actually making any explicit promises on the campaign trail. I did say a lot of things, I guess.
Look at what Luis has made there. Unbelievable. We're getting in there, and we're going to tear it down.
God damn it, someone spilled strawberry jam on the map. Lewis, you bastard.
What's that about?
Unlock the entire map. Okay, I technically think we unlocked the entire map a while ago. That's just a new thing on the map, but... yeah, Stellaris has it a little bit simpler because their, like, economy is much simpler than EU4's economy modeling. EU4 has this really janky-ass economy modeling that makes it very difficult to figure out what exactly is going on in a given situation. It does actually have context-based tooltips and stuff like that that are pretty good, but because everything is so interconnected in a way that's not in Stellaris, it gets a lot more out of hand.
The day draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 10 days remain.
Wait, I thought it was 9 days remain. Seems Barton sent me a letter. Oh, no, wait, I know what's like that. Okay, never mind.
Have a look.
Hope this package has made it to you safely and that you'll find its contents useful. However, I can assist you, I will. A sumptuous Magla feast. That's actually really good.
The deadline?
We have a few days until the Day of the Heroes dawns. I want to be sure we're in tip-top shape for them, so we can cut through the masses of Magla and give Lewis what he deserves. Do not forget that Lewis wields the Royal Scepter. We will truly need all our strength and talents to win this fight. This means we gotta be at the top of our game, don't it? So anything we're missing, now's the time to find it.
We've got to prep.
Okay. I do believe I've got at least one of the fish dish that we need here. I am going to go ahead and...
It's time.
Trust me.
Beg pardon?
All right.
Also, actually, is there...
Let's see. Really?
Nothing, okay.
All right, then.
I want to
Where
find
to?
beans. That's in Martyra, I believe.
Let's go.
Here? Yeah, I kind of want to try the new economy modeling for Stellaris, because they overhauled POPs again, like for the 39th time or whatever. I don't know, they keep remodeling the population modeling in Stellaris over and over and over again.
We ought believe in him.
I'm not 100% sure if I understand what the new changes are like, and I've heard they're kind of buggy.
Excuse me?
Can we talk?
Thank you, mister. Excuse
Kid,
me?
I remember why I hate buying from you. I remember why I don't have any rock beans now. Yeah, as far as like Space 4X games lately, I've been actually playing X4 Foundations again, which is a terrible game for streaming because it is literally you hit the autopilot button and then you go AFK for like an hour and a half, and then you do a mission and then you like tab over to another screen.
Can we talk?
And you go do another mission while you're AFK until you get to the point where you can do station stuff, in which case you schedule up a bunch of station construction. And then go out AFK for literally 2 whole days in real life. And then check to see how your station is doing. And then find out that you forgot to add like a solar panel and now the entire economy has just collapsed in on you. So, you know, that's been a fun experience. I do like that game actually. It's just like they need to speed things up really badly. There probably is actually a like mod that makes things go faster, but I don't know what it is, and people who play that game probably don't actually like that, because what you're probably supposed to do is schedule a bunch of stuff and then go do some missions, fly around your ship, blow up some stuff, and then, you know, come back after you've done that.
How about it?
Okay, let's go ahead and get...
Well then.
I think we go Bracken again. I should have been doing this more often, but I keep forgetting to.
Looking like a chef.
Exactly.
No.
Actually, speaking of like Space 4Xs, there's one that I was thinking about that doesn't exist that I would really love to play, where it's like instead of an entire like gigantic ass fleet of ships, you just get like the one ship that you have that's really, really customizable, and then some maybe escort ships or whatever.
All right then. Where to?
Because I always find like it gets a little bit out of hand in Stellaris or games like that, where you end up like managing hundreds of thousands of ships and they just sort of mash against each other. And all the ones where you do have a ton of customizability and you've only got like one ship or whatever are always games that are like more tactics games. They don't have the like builder element, or they really like skimp on the exploration and the conquest and the city building sort of element to it, which I think is also a really important part of those games.
Now then.
Maybe they just need like to modify gal civ so that the upkeep on ships is like 9,000 bucks or
Which
whatever.
one?
I'm gonna have to go here.
Diddle pip.
Alright, let's just ask him to change the weather there for me.
Alright then.
Can he change dread? That's the question here.
Let's go.
Hey. Leave it to me. The weather.
This place.
This place is just always
Will
lighted.
that be all? Now then.
Alright, we'll give him almighty golden stew. Alright, now we got a chance to go to the stupid place and hopefully blah. It looks like that place is just permanently stuck with
All right,
dread
then.
unless we do that,
Where
which is
to?
interesting.
Let's go.
Survive the crash threat? Yeah. Yep. No, we managed to not get knocked out of the game by Zorba this time. I was surprised when he fell off that cliff and died. I thought he was going to fall off the cliff and live. Because he did it last time.
It's your call.
Great. Let's move out.
Maybe the reason that this dragon's supposed to be as difficult as the others is because it's on a day that's got, like, the bad weather.
What to pick?
But he becomes easier because you can clear the weather? I have no idea. Hey, free rock beans. Of course, just as soon as I talk to the little girl and buy, like, 12 rock beans. Fantastic. Okay, I do want to make more of these, and I do only have enough for one.
Okay, so
Okay, we've already made this a bunch of times.
got us.
I'll have to buy some salt next. I only ever make one of these at a time anyway, because it's technically the most efficient use of ingredients, but I should probably stop thinking about ingredient efficiency and instead think about it in terms of, like, time efficiency. I don't have anything that I can put here. Fantastic. Let's just do this.
This. Understood.
Let's see who it is today. It's always been Stroll so far. I've had, like, Stroll twice now.
Alright.
Vasilium. Del was always much better with this sort of thing. Me, I used to wash things by hand, except I didn't really know my own strength. They ended up scrubbing my clothes to shreds. You look like you're wearing fairly expensive clothes, too. Hardly even clothes at that point. Really just a bunch of threads stuck together. Of course, I didn't see the problem, so I just put them on anyway. I can relate. And Del, he could hardly breathe for laughing at me. Said I'd gone past cutting-edge fashion into fraying edge. I'm grinning ear to ear like we were both kids again. Wish you could have seen it. Him being happy about something? Yeah, I can't imagine it.
You serious?
Oh, look at that, you lucky bugger. Put that towards our next big weapon purchase, yeah? Okay. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do something. I forgot to go and check the,
blind faith.
I forgot to check what I could do with the purification on that equipment I've been finding. It probably doesn't matter too much.
Altogether, the party sets foot in the tower, filled now only with disquieting magla. All prayers long unanswered.
Alright, on to the game's sixth dragon. Why don't we just ride the thing to the top of this blasted place? You know, I've mentioned that a couple times.
You got it.
Come now, love. Remember that there's a dragon waiting up there. Wouldn't want to destroy the runner and stranding us in this godforsaken tower, hmm? I think that would be a very interesting fight where we've got, like, the cannon going wherever the hell nearest actually has that hidden. We've got, like, us trying to fight it while it's flying around in circles. That'd be great. Besides, I doubt that strange fairy who resides within these towers would appreciate such half measures. It'd be unwise to risk forfeiting our reward now. I think she's just here for a show, man.
Well,
A wise conclusion indeed. Speak of the devil. She's not the devil, she's a fairy. Similar things. Welcome, ye aspirants, so courageous hatchlings who are ever so close to cracking the shell of thy potential. This is the Spire of Blind Faith and the final trial of the dragon. Long have I waited this day, since the crown was first born in truth.
Now then.
So let's just get the show on the road, shall we? The final trial is thus. You make it to the top, and then the gateway at the Forbidden Power will open today, and it's yours to claim.
Do not make me wait.
If thou doth truly possess the soul of a hero, conquer thy shortcomings and ascend this lofty tower.
Now then.
Finally.
Hey.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why do they even ask here? Caution is warranted, yes, but 'tis not our first time engaging a dragon. Regain your confidence and ground yourself within it. Yep, and let's not forget that reward we were promised. Yeah, fat chance I wouldn't remember that.
But...
Dragon waiting for us at the apex of the tower will undoubtedly be real big and real powerful. If we're going, let's be sure we're ready, Sora. So the first dragon that we encountered was like your standard conventional sort of red dragon. But then we got that purple and green dragon, so is this one going to be a white and blue dragon? I sure hope it is.
Okay then. Let's
Alright,
go.
I have no idea what sort of teammates we want for this place, but we'll just run in there and get ourselves massacred, and then we'll come out with a better strategy, maybe, possibly. Also, let's just double check something, because I just realized I need to check this occasionally. Good, okay. I wonder how many Heroes Leaf of Lights I've lost to the fact that I didn't know about the number cap.
I knew you could do it.
Okay.
Right there.
Push through.
Great job, love.
There they are.
All right. How impressive as ever.
I see the enemy.
Come on.
Great job, love.
Alright. Cleared that nice and easy. Alright, a red enemy now. What are you?
No choice but to cut through them.
There they are.
All right.
Wait.
How's that?
Right, we did
What
it.
was that thing?
Right there. Time for some close combat.
Okay, you're an electric one?
Get ready. Wind should solve this.
Yeah?
I won't hold
Blow
back.
them away.
What is up with the encounters in this place? I'm guessing that this place really assumes you're going to come here without changing the
Keep
weather.
your energy up, everyone.
Like, that seems to be
Wait
the
till
way
they
that this
keep
place was
moving.
designed. Because there's no way this is an appropriate sort of set of encounters
I
for
see
this
the
sort of
enemy.
situation.
I knew you could do it.
Interesting. I'm not seeing those opened treasure chests like I've been seeing in the other ones, though.
There they are.
Push through.
Oh, shit.
We'll hold our ground.
Is that a skeleton? I did not notice those guys way back there. Okay, well,
Captain,
Vitus
we've got
power.
your defenses down.
Light.
You hit the
probably overkill there.
That's your opening, Captain.
Maybe not, actually, okay.
Master.
Which one are you charged? This one.
Keep it up, Juna.
This is the... Here I go. This may be excessive.
Alright, let's
If
just
I can get
have you
close,
run
only two
forward,
enemies left.
smack
This is
you.
over.
Stay sharp. You thought
Is
they
everyone
slowed
all right?
you down.
Never complain about one-shotting guys.
Come.
I don't mind it. There's this one situation where I don't want to one-shot guys, which is when I'm just about to level myself,
Not now.
which I think is about to happen here. So
Charging
let's just do
in.
this.
Huh. Take this.
Behold.
So I think I am about to get hit by the thing that actually does suck when you're doing this, but
Is there another?
Forward.
I call upon
it's not a huge deal.
Light.
Get right. Ready? Juna got
And that's the
one.
talent
This
of a
is the...
thumbstick.
Be beautiful. You missed.
Well, that sucks.
Come on, focus. You thought
That
they
was
slowed
convenient,
you
okay.
down.
Right there. Worthy foe after
I
all.
will fight with pride.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
I've got just the dance for you.
I think I can just
Close
kill
and
this
personal.
guy if I just smack him, unless I miss again, but
They've got your defenses down.
there we go.
Is there no end to them?
Are there?
Oh,
Come on, everyone.
Let's do the rear.
well that's interesting. Okay. Because these guys are things that we sort of
You're weak
like
to us.
automatically beat normally.
Let's stop him
Um,
I'm
cold.
counting on you.
Don't moving to the... This is just what I
I'm
need.
just gonna... No, I don't
A
need
bit
that.
much, actually.
I'll be fine. 3
I can
enemies
do
left.
this.
We
I'll
can
take the
do
rear.
this.
Here I
Okay,
go.
let's just do this.
Black Frost.
Missed the mark.
Oh god. Okay.
Observe the enemy. Let justice
Well-
prevail.
Can I do this without it going to the... Okay,
I'll
good.
get some discs. I'm counting on you.
3 enemies left. I'll be fine. We can do this.
I guess it's because Yufa's got a speed debuff right now.
Black Frost. I missed. Yufa hit their weakness.
By the sworn oath of
Yeah,
knighthood.
I wonder if it's just likely to happen under the circumstances. Okay.
Hulkenberg got one.
You never
Who's
let us
next?
down.
Okay.
Only 2 enemies
Time for
left.
some close
Stay
combat.
sharp.
We'll hit you, because we're gonna do the other thing here.
I'll show you. Light. I can
Okay,
do
and
this.
then we can just summon Fairy here, I think. There we go.
What a finale.
I haven't had a double battle in a long time. And I'm not actually sure. I still am not sure what triggers that. Like why you sometimes have a double battle or sometimes not. Usually it's not. Maybe it's only the reinforcement mechanics kick in only if you get ambushed, and since I get ambushed fairly infrequently in this game, it just doesn't come up.
There they are.
Come on.
Very impressive.
Okay. Ah, here we go.
I see the enemy.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Did he de-aggro?
There they are.
Let's push through. How's that? Tis
Interesting.
our opening. See you.
Let's do this.
Okay.
By this power.
Lights.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening.
Huh.
I'll show you.
Both you guys are awake.
Got one. Keep it up, Juna.
I move to the front. It is over.
Yeah. You
Is it moving to the front?
They read my strike.
Hold yourself together.
Let's stay
Well,
charging in.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay
A tough
sharp.
one.
Persona faster.
I think we can kill them both here.
Juna got ready. I knew you
I shall
could
do
it.
it.
We shall sweep them.
I keep forgetting to use those noodles that I have as well.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Remain
I see the enemy.
There are still enemies about.
Time for some close combat.
Take this.
Get good forward. Let's end this.
Huh.
A preemptive
Let's
shot.
sweep them with style.
I'm wondering what that other weaker skeleton was.
Print. Flare.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
I've
Captain.
got just-
Behold this power.
I need to stop using that big ability.
Juna's got one. I knew you
Closing
could
in
do
on
it.
the enemy. It is over.
Yeah.
By
Yufa
the
hit their
sworn
weakness.
into the fray. Right there.
Hulkenberg got one.
Decided.
I will charging in.
Okay.
Still here?
Only one
close
left.
I think we can kill him here.
We're clear. Stubborn, hey?
I shall.
We shall sweep them.
Alright, there we go.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone. We made short work of them.
Why was that exhausting? I wonder why she had that comment about that encounter. You guys are
There they are. Time for some close.
Ouch. Where'd you come from?
You could do it.
Forward. Time for some close combat.
I kind of just don't care, because, like, they barely do any damage. Oh, jeez.
Hang on to that.
Impressive as ever.
Okay, let's just try and get my teammates to...
Such skill.
Sometimes when you dodge, your teammates do attacks.
Push through. Forward. Charging in.
That was well done.
Time for some close combat. Forward. Time for some.
Which is important, because it, like, gets me back my hit points and everything. But apparently not today. Okay. This is gonna be one of those little ball things, isn't it?
There they are.
A mimic all the way over there. Alright, how are we doing?
What now?
Up to 42 of these. I'm gonna actually spend them again. Spend them on Heismay. I need to get to... What did I actually need to get for Heismay? Do I actually care about unlocking all these? Probably not, actually. I need to get Tycoon. I need to get Dragoon. Okay, so I need 20 in Sniper, 15 in Dragoon. Jeez. Okay. This is brutal. I'm not going to get even close, even if I spend all this, so... If we had more party members, like, we'd be getting more Heroes Leaf of Lights, because I could just have them on their base classes, and just literally harvest, leaves off of them.
Steady effort is key.
Okay. So now we unlock Dragoon. Oh, what the hell? You need 10 in Magic Knight to open up Dragoon? What a mess. What is this?
This right here. All right.
I need to get into Mage so I can unlock Magic Knight.
I'm counting on you.
This keeps getting worse. Hi, Zve. What is wrong with you? Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay.
I have retained my edge.
Okay, we'll also get... I'm just gonna pay for Tycoon right now. Oh god. Alright, this is not how you do that. Okay. Item... Literally the worst process. Okay.
Steady effort is key.
Got that. 100 MP to steal mag from one enemy. That is ridiculous. That seems so bad. Alright, whatever. It's fine. I'm imagining it's probably gotta be like a lot. Heismay continues to be the most insane character to maintain. Yes, he is. Starting to like, starting to like wonder why he's like this. I remember you were saying it's because he had a messy life, but like everyone else also had messy lives. His was not this much more messy.
Steady effort is key.
I almost feel like they gave like different people at the company like different memos on like what you're supposed to give people for like what their levels are supposed to be like. And someone's like, oh yeah, no, it says like capstone class that's got like all of this stuff going on. So it's gotta be one where he's got a ton of like difficult qualifiers. And then other people are just like, oh yeah, no, it's just this class and like some other class is kind of similar maybe. So that's done. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Oh god. Are you serious? Okay.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
He's also incredibly indecisive. Yeah, that is true. He is comparatively indecisive. He goes through that entire arc of like, where should I bury my like dead son? And is like, you know what? Maybe I won't actually do that at all. I'll do something else completely. It's just like, hey, Heismay.
Oh.
I have retained my edge.
Okay. Maybe it's because they're thinking it's like, well, Heismay's basically Batman, and Batman can do anything, right? So maybe we just make it so that he has to do, like, literally all jobs. It's like, oh my god.
Power swells forth.
Okay, this is the least, right? I think this is the least. Okay, that got me to 10. Where are we at for mage? I need to get to 10 there. We're at 3. We'll use these.
Steady effort is key.
I probably don't have to worry about, like, losing out on over-leveling stuff, though. So I think we're done for now. God, that's... Every time I, like, find a thing that I need to unlock, I'm like, okay, well, to get this thing, I need to unlock these three things. To get the next thing, you know, it just continues. It's like, to level up Heisme to maximum, you need to just, first of all, get all of his other classes up to 20.
That's your opening.
It's like, cool. Okay.
Judah got one.
If I can get close, it is over.
Yeah, you
charging in.
I've got that magic thing. I should probably actually use it.
Still up?
Don't behold this power.
Let's just do this. Because Juno's got usually plenty of MP.
Finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
Okay, this should be fine.
Our foes are not.
What now?
Yeah, so let's use those. I'll use this one on myself, and I'll use the health incense on Hulkenberg.
They look pretty tough.
Really?
Careful now.
Right there.
Come on.
This must be a higher level version of the same thing, because we fought these like at early levels. Let's do it this way.
Time for some
I'm gonna run up close and use Heroic Slash on you.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
And we'll
Captain.
do this.
Flight. All right, Judah got one.
Every souls of kings, give me strength.
This ought to be good enough.
Only two enemies left.
Moving to the
Stay
front.
sharp.
Let justice prevail.
Kind of just wanting to get this guy's defenses down to the point where we can kill him easily, but I also kind of don't want to wake him up. So I might just pass.
No, I'll stay my blade.
Behold, let's go.
Okay, still asleep. Good.
Behold this power. Purified. Judah got one.
And that's the talent of a
This is the
song.
power said to belong to
Okay,
it. I shall
I'm
take
just
a
gonna
defensive
pass till the
stance.
next turn.
I'll cut through.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
is
Captain.
just
what I need.
Oh, right. I can just do this to get the extra turn action.
Their weakness.
I
Don't
pray
let us down,
already.
Judah. Kahulin.
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for.
Can't believe he's still sleeping through all this.
Finish them off and we're clear. I'll persona master. The Kurt.
Nope, finally awake. Okay.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
I step. Come. As the point of a sword.
Just barely. Alright. I feel like that guy was way tougher hit point wise than like the earlier ones I remember fighting, so I guess they are boosting it somehow, but
I
or
am
for some reason.
certainly stronger than I was.
Our immediate vicinity
It's
is
weird that
secure.
they didn't give it like a
We
different
should be
color
safe.
coding or something like that though. I feel like typically they try to give those ones a different like appearance slightly, but got goose flesh all of a sudden, we must be close. Delicious, delicious goose flesh. Alright.
Yep.
So,
What now?
here we're going for a lot of resistance or immunity to fire, because that's apparently what we need. You don't need it as badly because you're tough anyway, and Knight's Last Stand is also pretty fine for just there. I don't think that you're the person I have to worry about going down, though. That's technically myself that I have to worry about that with. Let's give you this. Oh, you've got that. Okay. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay. But What if we swapped out Juna for Basilio and had Basilio with the Cardinal Dragon Raiment? Or we could swap him with Stroll. Yeah, we could swap in Stroll for now. I think that this would probably be the right call, though, just in this case, because we want to have that ability to hit a weakness, and I don't think this guy's got a weakness. So we pop out you, we pop in you. And what I want to be doing is actually taunting with myself, but I want to have no guard up, so I want to be doing that again. So I don't need this. Slash dodge is what we need. What I could try to get is actually down here an assassin where you get third eye, because like that would be really, really good stacked on everything else I'm doing. I'm not sure if my slash dodge chance is high enough for this to really be viable for this one, or if that's something we need to do, or whatever, but everyone being immune to fire should help. It's not white and blue. I'm very disappointed. It's orange and black instead of, like, red and black, but... Body glows crimson. There can be no doubt. This dragon has command over the very flames themselves. Damn, we never seem to get the easy ones, do we? This one would be comparatively easy. Listen, I'm not trying to give you all a hard time, but...
Hark!
Since time immemorial, the three dragons have devoted the whole of their being to rejuvenating the land. Each has played a unique role in the rule. Why didn't you tell us this? We've been killing them. That'd be very good for yourself, yeah. Well, for countless lifetimes, the Guardians have withstood many an onslaught, brutal ravaging of civilization, all-consuming heat, and pestilence born of poisons. All so that they may fulfill the last of their duties on this day. To stand before you as the embodiment of this trial. Oh, well, okay then.
Hey!
This all got a point? Ah, forget it. We just take this one, just like we did the others, yeah? That's what you want us to do, right, little lady?
I expected worse.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Wish it could be that simple. And yet thou must pay attention to thy foundations. Those who call forth power without reason will never become heroes. Not that I've got to remind you guys. Lo, the conclusion draws near.
Make an attempt.
Sally forth and let the trial of the dragon stand bested. For some reason, I feel like Agrica and Batlin would get along really well.
Take care of it, please.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. Get ready.
I'm heading out.
Alright, is this guy weak to ice? I feel like if any dragon is going to be weak to ice, it would be this one. This one's going to have the ability to, like, purge our resistances or something like that. Alright, let's just do a test. Quick elemental test, basically. Nope. Okay, we've done wind,
Electric shock.
okay, it's not any of those. Let's try the physicals. Probably true, actually, yeah.
Time for some close combat.
Burning up even from here.
Slashing is not.
I move to the front. Be purified.
If this, if I can't find anything, I'm just gonna have to make the assumption that, like, this guy doesn't have any particular weaknesses. Which is why we want to hit with this, though. Okay. I don't actually know if I need Hulkenberg here. Don't give the shippers any ideas. I didn't mean in that sense. I didn't, like, there's a few troubling differences as far as that goes between those two. So yeah, you're right. That would be bad, but you know. Okay, so let's do, oh shoot, I just need to lose here. Because I forgot to add taunt to my thing. Okay, let's just go run in and die. If this guy can't kill me when I'm trying to die, then that would be really funny.
I'm ready whenever.
Moving to the front. Huh. Take this.
Okay. Yeah, major attack and defense. Okay, we get debuffed. Block. Are all of his attacks going to be fire?
No, I must do this.
Because if all of his attacks are... If every single one of his attacks is fire, then...
It burns.
Okay, no, it's not all fire. Okay.
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
That never stops them? You're right, that does never stop them.
You
bastards!
No, a bunch of them.
Well, the thing that I do about that is I ignore them because I just don't want to have to. I just don't think about it. I don't have to think about it, and I won't. Okay, it's gonna take me forever to get killed here. Is what it is.
She needs help.
I also need Dakunda.
Do this. All those ailments. Watch yourself.
Oh, my lord.
Amazing.
Okay, that's different. That's not what I was expecting out of that.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help. The captain's been charmed.
Right there.
Can't
They
tell
read
who's
my
friend
strike.
and who's foe.
I can't.
Brace yourselves.
Well, okay, that worked out okay.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone
Huh.
heal her.
Okay. Never mind then. I guess he can't go in there with just partial fire resistance. What the
Hulkenberg's
hell?
in bad shape. We shall she needs help. Them. The captain's been charmed. Can't tell who's friend and who's foe.
I can't.
Yikes! Here comes the counter.
Hulkenberg is doing a good job of not letting me murder her. Where that came from, I'm not too sure.
Trivial. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
It's okay.
Did I turn into myself like at the start of this? I feel like I might have. Oh no, because that was a fire claw. Okay, never mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think Basilio uncharms himself as well, but can't really remember.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
Oh, you see that?
Basilio's been charmed. Don't you know who your friends are?
Out of everyone here, I feel like Basilio's the one who would have the hardest time remembering who his friends are. I feel like I could give this guy a negative... If I use Juna, I could have her do that thing where like he loses his fire immunity and becomes weak to fire for a hit, and have him reflect a fire that like instantly kills himself because he'd take 9,999 damage from it. The problem would be like he might get reflected fire from other attacks, so it wouldn't be anywhere near as good. It is taking this guy a long time to kill me, considering what I'm doing here. I'm actually kind of impressed.
Let's get him some healing.
My strength.
Okay.
Come on, not like this. Someone, help, please.
Stay still, damn it.
Outsized dragon being like, stay still.
Come on, not like this. Someone, help, please.
Whoa. I'm sorry.
Took a while.
Help him back up.
Oh, you see that?
Sounds like a monkey, kinda. Direction on that was weird.
As if I die.
Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Oh, you see that?
It's kind of weird that getting hit doesn't break the charm effects. Kind of surprised about that one. Okay.
Do not.
So what I need here is kind of just to adjust a few things, I feel like. I don't need Cyclone for now, so we definitely swap that. Dakunda is something I need, but I can't remember who actually gives you that. I'll have to check where that comes from, because I need to put that on someone else, I feel like. Maybe I do the dodge strat here as well. Probably less necessary here. Because its Flame Claw attack comes out about a third of the time, and if that's what he uses, then I don't have to care about it. Hulkenberg, is there anything I can give you? Also, actually, let's try and remember, where did I get Secunda from? I think that's a seeker ability.
I see.
This. Nope. Interesting. Where did I get this from? Secunda's from Cleric. Okay. I don't think any other class has actually gotten any Clerics, so that sucks, but I think we can afford to get Juna in there.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Should have plenty to get this up to where it needs to be.
Let's go.
Oh.
I knew I could do it.
And then I also want to check this.
I see. Fascinating. This right. All right.
Got plenty of Magla right now.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I should probably have focused on just getting into the easier ones first, in all honesty, but I don't know.
Let's go.
I started getting like Heismay leveled up and I figured I should probably do that, but...
I've learned a new skill.
Okay. Here's Jeweled Root, Juna.
I'll always aim higher. I knew I could do it.
Okay, we got Secunda. That's all we needed. I don't need Tarunda.
All
so
right.
Take this. I think this combo works fine. We use Tetrakarn from Hulkenberg when we need to, so that I've got that on myself if I don't block the fire. So I want to swap out Yufa for Juna. And then we'll do the equipment swap there. Null's Fire, Null's Fire. So I want to see if there's another Null's Fire item somewhere. Could also just give myself the fire sprite boots and then give Hulkenberg the other ones. That would potentially work here. I think if we're going this route, maybe I go that route. Repels fire might be better though on myself if I'm going to be trying to make sure I take all the hits. And Knight's Last Stand, I think, works here. Let's give this a go. Hopefully this saves after I do all the stuff I just did. I think it does. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The heat's so intense.
Okay.
Burning up even
So,
from here. Can we beat this thing?
you can use the next proclamation.
I call upon a royal soul.
Okay, what I kind of want to do... I wish that these were not like a one-time thing, but that's fine. I don't need this up on anybody in particular, but if I put it up on Hulkenberg...
How's this? Trust me.
I'm ready whenever. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. You're
Hey,
God damn it.
Leo.
Alright, I'm gonna actually redo that turn. It doesn't matter tremendously, I don't think, but it probably matters enough.
Tactic.
Basilio's been hit with.
Okay.
He's so intense. I'm burning
Come on.
even from here.
The amount of damage I'm taking from those hits is actually pretty significant. So that is a bit worrisome.
Thank you.
I'm ready when awesome souls do your thing.
For all the
This is
sweetness
where being able to throw on like Omniguard or Tetrakarn onto myself actually does make that big difference. So having that extra turn does actually matter. Because this can potentially cause this like to just end his turn, and that was a free repel since that's not a physical. I just have to keep track of what I'm getting hit by.
Come forth, royal soul.
This is just what I need.
I don't need to do this right now, right? Yeah, I don't.
Light. How didn't hit?
Okay.
Well,
You're
by the
Beat him
sworn
down,
with blade in
Basilio.
hand. Not this into the
might be a good
front.
idea for me to hit him with this, just to get his defense down. Okay, that was a Bone Claw Slash, so physical, so I have to actually do something this turn.
I won't hold back. I'm right here.
So we have to Tetrakarn this turn. We're fine here.
Purified.
I'm all right.
I kind of want to do charges for this.
By the power of heroes. I'm stepping back. Let justice prevail. I will protect you.
Okay. That was free, Fireclaw.
Come forth, royal soul.
The actually paying attention is the hard part of today.
Light.
Who should I beat down? You better be ready.
Get their weak spot.
I'm moving to
Yeah,
the
that is a hit. That is a really good hit.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
I will fight by this power.
We've already got Knight's Proclamation up, right? Yep. So, what do I actually want to do with this action? I kind of don't really care. I don't want to block, because that actually makes things worse for a little bit. I could do Hero's Proving here. It's a shame I can't shuffle that onto Basilio. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Well, aren't the yikes?
Okay, that sucks, but it's fine. Okay, so we have to get Makarakarn back up. That recovered fast for some reason, and I'm not really sure why.
All right.
By the sworn oath of night.
Do I need a Tetrakarn again? I don't think so.
Let's stay calm. Let's go. Come and get me.
I'll give you Persona Master. Let's keep going.
Makarakarning her.
Okay, let's do this.
Come here. Night.
Let's just try it. I'm not... Oh, no, I do, because Juna sapped it. Actions that are all going to get sucked away because he's going to get hit by Repel.
What was that?
We have to use Dekunda. Just loses all his actions. Nice.
Basilio's been hit with
Come forth, royal soul.
Okay, so use this.
A bunch of them. I call upon a royal soul. How's
Use
this?
this.
I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, this does definitely feel easier than all the other dragons we fought.
Right in their weak spot.
Is everyone
Beat
all
him
right?
down, Basilio.
Let justice prevail.
What I actually need is Makarakarn. Shoot. I could use Omniguard on myself, but... Or she could use it on herself, but... it doesn't matter that much. Are we getting back to her? I can get a Makara card now.
Still standing, I see.
It's okay.
I just have to do this.
Behold this power. Let's keep going.
It's so weird when you're playing Persona games compared to a lot of other JRPGs because or like any Atlas game, because buffs mean so much compared to like most. Whoa. Why is everyone constantly getting charmed? What is wrong with you guys? Nice. Okay. Great. So everyone's charmed.
Oh! You see that?
That's fine.
Basilio's
Okay.
been charmed. Don't you know who your friends are?
Do I want to do it this way? I think I want it to move back around a little bit. So what I'm going to do
To you.
is do a pass
I will
off.
fight with pride.
Listen up. We're your
This
friends.
is-
Thank you.
I owe you one.
I don't know why invigorating people who've been charmed would actually be helpful. That seems like actually that would be counterproductive in a real way there, but what have you. She's already got that.
This might be too. Please, after you.
Stay in.
That's it.
You better be ready.
What I need is a Tetrakarn. I think I can get back to that. The dragon is really hot. It is.
I stand for all that we strive for. Worthy foe after all.
Let's stay calm.
Okay, and then I can Tetrakarn myself. Oh, I do need to use Dacunda.
Hulkenberg.
I call upon a royal
Several
soul.
ailments slowing you down.
I guess this doesn't matter too much. It does matter enough, though. I'm gonna still do this.
What's needed?
I probably actually am lucky that Basilio hit his shot last turn.
I'm ready. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Right in their weak spot.
I should be using charge attacks again. Tetrakarn? Nope. I need Makarakarn. Guess we'll just do this then. Oh, dead. Okay. I thought we'd have another turn before it would actually die. That was by far the easiest of the dragons.
I only hope this proves me more.
We are much higher level, but like also the gimmick of it being negatable by so many different things kind of makes it a lot easier.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I continue to grow.
Even I.
The one that like negates my ability to use Makarakarn like
Feels like I'm
shenanigans
making
feels real bad
progress.
comparatively because I love using those sort of abilities. Alright, if wielder defeats an enemy with a physical attack, no turn icon is lost. I wonder if that stacks with the abilities that he can use that give him extra turn icons on kill. And I wonder if, like, no Warrior Soul means that he doesn't lose 2 turn icons if he gets a kill with a synthesis ability. I'll have to check that out. Alright, we'll see what this is.
Oh, get in
Cool?
there.
No, it's hot. Yeah, by my count, that's 3 dragons down, so that should be the last of them. That's 5 dragons down and 1 that ran away.
Incredible.
You weren't there for those, though. At long last, the trial of the dragon stands conquered. Thou hast truly demonstrated the qualities of a hero. A splendid accomplishment. I shall confer upon thee proof of thine achievement. Why is this one so much easier than the one that's immune to everything? Cardinal Dragon Armor.
You may accept my charity.
Born from the corpus of the beast subdued, I bestow upon thee the dragon's raiment. May it serve thee well.
All right.
We actually did. We finally conquered all 3 towers.
Ahem.
Remember what you asked me earlier? If the forbidden power was really just a bunch of armor? Well, now you get your answer. Not only are you going to look badass in the outfit, but let's just say now you can touch the forbidden.
Hark, ye band of
If
heroic
you be not only powerful,
posers.
but heroes verily, then that which is forbidden shall be passed down to you. She's going to make us walk through a bunch of fire? Did you feel that just now? Was that magic? No, rather it was the feeling of magic disappearing. It was not so different from when the protection of the royal magic fell away. Indeed, the 3 towers serve a dual purpose. Beyond mere testing grounds, the pillars serve to uphold a barrier. With the 3 dragons felled and their magla loosed, the ancient barrier is likewise released.
Wait.
So you mean to tell us that these 3 towers we climbed up were all part of one big seal? And we've released that which was behind the seal? Great. Journey to the center of the land bound by the 3 pillars, and claim the spoils of thy conquest. So the forbidden power slumbers there. Hold on a sec. Phone company calling. I'm just going to ignore them. Okay. 1 enforcement. Okay, we'll just look on the map. The Dragon Temple?
If so.
Yes.
Does it seem the place does indeed sit at the center of all three towers? Do I have to fight another dragon? They're like, go there and defeat the dragon of the Dragon Temple. We already beat the dragon of the Dragon Temple. You what? Dragon Temple contains the ruins of a city from the ancient world. Even I am unfamiliar with all of its mysteries. Is this where we finally get to fight the train? I wait the time when I may speak with words unveiled at the site of the final trial. Nice one. You know what it's killed a dragon? Alka-Zeltska? The fire from the breath is induced by hydrogen caused by indigestion. I guess it depends on like how the dragon is breathing fire given the context of the setting, because that is how some of the dragons breathe their fire.
Make sure we don't get lost.
Others have like some sort of exothermic reaction between two different chemicals that they have in like the different glands that they've got that combine together and they create like a flaming reaction. Others it's just magic. There's probably some other ones that I've heard of in fiction that I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, the anticipation.
Now you gotta, and I mean gotta promise me you'll show up for this one, okay? If she wants us there so badly, you'd think she'd just tell us where to go. I think she must have been lonely having to wait for herself by herself for so long. Doesn't seem like she's talked to anyone else for a pretty long time. Fairies are timeless beings. She might not have been joking about having lived since the kingdom began.
But
the kingdom of Uchronia is currently in its 785th year. She is a living witness to such time? I find that hard to believe, but we've already come this far. Might as well go and meet her. Besides, we still haven't found... I don't know why that would be unbelievable. A 785-year-old fairy would be very believable to me. Didn't trounce 3 dragons to call it quits here. We've got to see it to the end.
Wonderful.
You have done well to make it this far. Time is near at hand when you shall overcome this trial and prove yourself as heroes.
Thou must
Now go
not
forth and fear
fail.
not, O fate-saddled child. I have a saddle on me? Gross.
I want to say,
Please, let us make haste to Island. My thoughts turn to Etria and what may have happened there following the release of the barrier.
All good.
Absolutely. All right, then. Let's head for the exit. Okay? Yep.
That's right.
Okay?
Okay. I wonder if the wiki of this game actually tells you, like, how dragons breathe fire. Let's find out.
What now?
Memorandum? Nature? An enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme on the top of the ecosystem, king of all monsters. They are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easily as breathing. Best to not get on their bad side. Does not explain how they breathe fire. That's unfortunate. That is usually an interesting thing when, like, fiction tries to, like, give some sort of, like, grounded explanation of how dragons can breathe fire.
Okay then. Right?
But usually it's pretty superfluous, in my opinion. I kind of don't feel like you need to. They're already kind of physically impossible in a lot of ways, so one more physical impossibility is being hand-waved is kind of just fine.
Hey.
Remember what that fairy said when the dragon went down? Can't help but wonder if things only get worse from here. The more I think about it, the more right you are. If the pattern holds true, we better be ready for something big. Boys live not knowing what dangers await us around the corner, so I'm simply eager to see what challenges we'll overcome next.
let's do our best.
Let us depart for the Dragon Temple in Etria. We'll undoubtedly learn more there.
The deadline?
Still got some time before dawn breaks on the day of the hero. We should use it to strengthen our archetypes so we can finally give Louis what he deserves. They made a pure Magla in this one anyway? Oh, well that makes sense. I thought that was just that one dragon. Are they all made out of pure Magla? Okay. Do not forget that Louis wields the Royal Scepter. We will truly need all of our strength and talents to win this fight.
That was a job well done.
I imagine you must all be tired as I am. Perhaps after our meal would be a good time to return. It would be kind of interesting from that perspective if, like, when they did breathe fire, they lost hit points.
The day of the hero draws near.
Like, they just had a cast from hit points mechanic on a boss that would actually be kind of neat.
Remain.
Look at this.
Alright, so... Church. Church is what I need to do. And then after that, we're going to play some Slay the Spire, because I wanted to split this day into a couple things.
What now? All right, then.
Partly because I just wanted to play something else today as well as this.
Go.
I kind of have been, like, not... I've been shuffling my feet on Slay the Spire, even though I got it a while ago. That would be pretty neat, actually. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. But, like, I don't, strictly speaking, like, think that Slay the Spire looks bad, but I kind of resent Slay the Spire in a lot of ways. Because, just to a very large extent, it feels like they've kind of made it so that Slay the Spire, like, they've made it so that... What's wrong? It literally says that in the title of the video. Like, Slay the Spire, I feel like, is the reason why every indie game uses cards for, like, literally everything. This is way better. I'm definitely getting this.
Good.
But, I kind of feel like if you didn't have Slay the Spire, like, there'd be a ton of good games that do not use cards for, like, literally everything, and it kind of drives me nuts that every game's gone that direction. Or so many games have gone that direction. A lot of them, it's not even, like... It feels like they've done it for reasons where they're kind of being lazy, rather than it being, like, a good reason for them to do that. You don't read? You do type, though, and you do respond to Morbits, and Morbits is typing. So you do read when Morbits types, but you don't read when I type. You know what? That's actually fair. You know, that's reasonable.
Oh.
Okay, let's just get out of here. Alright. I have played Monster Train. I have actually gotten to the final level of it and beaten it. I haven't done the absurd challenge runs, but I have beaten it on the hardest difficulty. I think I've beaten it on the hardest difficulty with most of the combinations, too. I think some of them in the hardest combinations, or the hardest difficulty with some of the combinations is absolutely miserable. But, you know, it's the way it is. Slay the Spire is 100% is at fault for the prevalence of cards. Yeah, I kind of resent it for that. I don't strictly speaking think it's, like, the guy who made Slay the Spire's fault. Like, he made a game, it works for that game, it's a good system in that setting. It's fine. Like, I don't think that anything that's going wrong with that is his fault. I think there are a ton of games that just choose cards because they're trendy or because, like, they're popular or whatever. It's a worthy trade. The thing is, it's leaking out of games that are like Slay the Spire, or sorry, like Monster Train or Slay the Spire or other games where that sort of deck building card system works. And it's like, you've now got like city builders where it's like deck building card game type things where they draw cards and then play the buildings from it. Against the Storm almost goes that direction in a way that I dislike, but it just barely doesn't do that because you use cards to show what buildings you've unlocked, but it doesn't actually matter because you don't use the cards to play the buildings, you just build whatever you want. But there are other ones where it's like you slap down a card and that's the building you get, and that doesn't belong in city builder games. There's other games like that are FTL-likes that use cards, it doesn't belong there. So there's just a ton of games that, like, kind of end up in that sort of spot. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work. Maybe we just keep playing this if I can't get this to work here. Wait, what? So I've never actually played Slay the Spire. And that means I actually also don't know if I can get this to run here. Can I? Well, that's interesting. Let's get rid of this first. I guess the thing is, ultimately, like, the people who are making the very, like, weird games where it's Slay the Spire inspired... You love Slay the Spire? The problem for me is, like, I only play a very small number of games that are like Slay the Spire. Like, I played Monster Train, that's about it. And I play a lot of, or I like a lot of city builder type games, and I like a lot of strategy type games or other things that are like that. And I don't like the Slay the Spire mechanics in those types of games. Like, I don't want to have an FTL like that uses cards. I think that those are really, really bad, actually. So it just depends, I guess. Like, there's certain genres that I think it works better with. Okay, try this, maybe? Okay, I don't know if this is working properly. Okay, it looks like this might be working, I think, maybe. We'll find out. Okay. So I've never played this. I don't know what I'm doing. I've unlocked nothing. And I don't know anything about what I'm doing here. There's new cards coming to Monster Train? Is there? Because they're coming with Monster Train 2. Why wouldn't they just have Monster Train 2 have the new cards? I guess they want to, like, maybe... I don't know why they're doing that. That's interesting, though. This is actually kind of a thing that I don't think they pioneered, but I have been seeing more of it, too. But this is FTL. This comes from FTL. And I think it works fine, but I don't know what the hell any of these things are. Okay, so Unknown, so that's a mystery event. Those usually are just either something good or bad randomly happens to you with no control on your point of view. Okay, great. There's Merchants, so you can buy stuff from them to improve your deck, I'm imagining. Buy and seller stuff. A more difficult fight. You kind of hate cards? Yeah, well... Yeah, I know about Monster Train 2. I didn't know that they were adding more to the base game. That seems like an interesting choice to me. This is a long-ass thing to try and figure out the course through. This is something I think actually they do badly here, looking at this right away, because like if you play FTL, you got like these fork sort of sections where you go from like one system and then it breaks it down to a nice, easily digestible path where you can sort of go like a sort of different bunch of ways, but then you get a different chunk and then a different chunk, so you don't have to look quite at the whole damn thing to figure out where you're going. This feels like it'd be pretty easy to end up in a bad spot. Let's try doing a middle of the sort of thing here where we get lots of these question marks to see what kind of like random events look like. Probably the new character packs from Monster Train 2. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you're out, end your turn. The other thing I don't like about the card prevalence is, like, it works in games where the whole point of the system is that you get a really broken hand and then you play that hand to, like, immediately delete a combat because you've got a really broken deck because you built it really intelligently. If in certain games that's, like, sort of the whole point of it, in other games, like, it just feels like it sort of ruins the balance of the game. And it feels like it's a lazy replacement for good balance. It's kind of like that, but... Play defensive cards to gain block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming attack damage but wears off at the start of your next turn. So it's a one-turn shield. Okay. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If the enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. Okay, so we have 3 energy. Our draw pile has 5 more cards, and we've only got strikes and defends, it looks like. The only thing that's different here is one single bash card that does 8 damage and applies 2 vulnerable, which I'm assuming means that they take extra damage. This guy plans on attacking me for 5, so we could do 2 block and end up with nothing, or we could try to kill one of them. I'm assuming this fight's pretty much always going to run the same way. Wait. So there's apparently something going on with these guys as far as that goes that I didn't account for. I wonder why they took less. I should double check what that actually was. Is there a tempo system or something like that? I'm actually going to block there. And we recycle, as I'm imagining. We don't like... Oh, they had block value on them. That was what it was. Yeah, so that cycles, that's fine. Okay. Hover over their buffs, yeah. Okay. Usually in these sort of games, you want your decks to be pretty slim, but you start off wanting cards so that you get your engine running, is usually how this goes. Deal damage equal to your block, so that'd be if I go for a very block-heavy build. Deal 6 damage, add a copy of this card into your discard pile, so this becomes something that you end up, like, flooding your hand with. It only does 6 damage, so I don't think this is a good engine. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. I feel like I'm going to go for Body Slam, and I'm going to see if it's possible to get a really good... Oh, you get both. a really good block deck. We're gonna go for another fight here and then try and go through that like 3 in a row of check marks or whatever. 5 damage and 10 damage. Fantastic. So we're gonna take some damage no matter what we do here. See 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns. So this would change it to 9 damage on this attack here. And we can also block. We seem to have recovered our hit points, which is interesting. So I'm kind of going to worry a little bit less here about some stuff. So should be able to kill this guy off. We have 1 block card, so that's... Right now, the body slam is not very good this turn, but if I'd had like a different sort of draw, we would have actually been fine there. Top left under your name. Heal 6 HP. Oh, okay. So that's not an innate thing, that's just a starting character thing. Got it. I can just keep defending and then slashing here, and that'll be fine. I don't have, like, the right way for the shield slam to really kick off or anything like that, since I don't have any way to, like, make sure I've got tons and tons of armor. But... So I'll be at 71, yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay, so Clothesline is a much stronger version of that mace that I've got. Deal damage to all enemies. Apply 3 weaken vulnerable to all enemies and then exhaust. Move until end of combat. Okay. This also reduces the damage that we take. I think that it's... You're heading off? Yeah, we'll see you around Morbits. I'm gonna say Cleave just in case we need to have that, but I probably should actually be skipping. Okay, what's our potion do? Ancient Potion, gain 1 artifact. What do I do with this? It said throw it. I don't actually know what gain an artifact means, because I think that's these things, but is that a permanent boost? We're guaranteed to take some damage here either way, so I'm going to deal the bash to make sure that it's taking some damage here. I'll reduce the damage I take by a little bit. But the damage that it's dealing to me is actually ramped up pretty fast and pretty wickedly. I've got nothing to apply my body slam with, because like I said, I don't have the ability to... So to get that yet, this is technically higher damage, so we'll do that. But we're going to take a big hit here. Or no, he's using below, whatever that does. Armor and strength, okay. So he's going to hit for harder, I'm guessing. Can I just kill him, though? I can just negate the attack in full and then just get rid of the block. Artifact blocks 1 debuff. Relics of things at the top. Oh, relic, I thought not an artifact. Okay. So that's the problem. Alright. So, same hit points. So, we wasted our potion, that's fine. Gain 2 energy and exhaust the card. So that seems very, very powerful. Deal 9 damage and draw a card. That also seems quite powerful. I think that right now, seeing red is what we need since we're short energy. Alright, let's see what these guys do. I want to start getting rid of strikes, probably. Obtain a relic. Become cursed. Regrets. At the end of your turn, lose HP equal to the number of cards in your hand. Okay, that's kind of brutal. I'm gonna go ahead and get the donut. Even though I'm not full health, but I'm not that low on health. Okay. What do they mean by transform? What does this actually do? Okay, so you get a random different card. I'm gonna go back on that if I can. Can I undo that choice there? Okay. I don't love that choice. That was bad, but... Oh. Lovely. I think we're gonna go with this. Could reduce the damage we take this turn to 9. Or I could just hit him with Bash. I feel like this works fine. Okay, so we keep seeing red here. That was probably actually a waste. I probably don't want to use it this turn. Because we still have, like, that, and it doesn't matter if I go up to 15. Got 2 exhaust tokens. So this just craps up my inventory, I'm guessing. That's fine for now. And then we actually follow up with Cleave. Okay, taking a lot of damage here. I'm not loving that. We can do good damage this turn with that body slam. Interrupted. Oh, that's a different effect than I didn't know about that. Okay. Got 21 hit points and they hit for 10. Probably gonna actually get killed by these slimes here already. Well, I probably won't get killed here, but... Okay, if we draw into our double hit, that would be really good. We don't. We do have shield slam, though. Lick. Gross. Alright. Would have loved to have had Cleave last turn, but that counters that thing. Just gonna do another lick or something like that? That's fine. I think we just kill him, actually. Alright. It seems like there isn't, like, just... There's not a ton of... armor cards, necessarily. Seems like those are actually somewhat rare. Okay, I'm gonna juke over to the left side here to try and get that merchant. Okay, so curl up, I'm assuming, is a defensive thing. Oh wait, they are attacking. Looked like they weren't at first. Ouch. Let's see here. I don't actually have enough stuff here for this to be worthwhile, so let's just do block, Krill up as their buff? Yeah. It looks like they get it for free. I thought they had to, like, act on that or something. Oh, don't love that. Okay. This guy's gonna do a lick or something like that. Fine. He's got 10 hit points left. I can kill the one in the back this turn, and I'm not gonna get hit for damage, so... There's a lot less deck manipulation than I sort of was expecting there to be, which is kind of interesting. But I guess that's something that just takes time. Okay, I guess we take Iron Wave here. Because I want to go for a strategy that heavily focuses on armor. I don't know if that's a good idea. There might not be enough stuff to really make an armor strat. That. I do want to try and take no damage this turn. A bit too early for the deck manipulation, yeah. Okay, I think we do use Seeing Red here. And just go for damage, because we can get a lot on him this turn. Still can't do that, that's fine. Gonna take a ton of damage ourselves, that's fine. One of these is good. Oh, we can actually just kill him. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain 5 block for each exhausted. The problem with this is, like, what ones are not attack ones? All of my cards are attack cards, basically, except for blocks. This would basically make it so that if I get really lucky, I could get Second Wind with, like, 3 blocks. Pay 1 to get, like, 3 blocks, but then I have to have, like, my entire hand there. Exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage for each card. That seems risky. Deal 5 damage twice. I think we're going to go for this because we're going for that strategy, but I don't think that makes sense to actually rely on that here. Do I feel confident that I can beat an elite enemy? I think we'll try it anyway. So we'll go this way. Calipers. Start your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. Until next turn prevents damage. Okay. Getting attack for 6, that's fine. Is this a turn where I really want to pop off? Not really. Because I can't actually get, like, a kill or anything if I do that, so we just keep it. Oh shit, I should have just attacked someone. It's fine. Watch that ends up being like the one hit I needed to survive this encounter. Alright, so we can use Second Wind here, and that'll automatically use our defends. So that's like cheaper defend. Yeah, we would have gotten a kill. We're not taking any damage this round, though. Everything goes to the block pool. Okay. I think we use Disarm on this guy. These guys have a nasty buff to watch for. Grow, I'm guessing. +3 strength, yeah. That is pretty bad. It deals 10 damage now. Let's use Iron Wave. Let's use Defend, and then let's use Body Slam. That'll kill it. Lesson of the Forge. Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Upgrading cards makes them more powerful. Cards can only be upgraded once. I could get a second Iron Wave. I think I will. Let's see what these fights are like. That looks gross. Okay. At the end of its turn, gain 8 block. The enemy is asleep. Cool. The problem with this is an exhaust all card, so I definitely don't want to do that right now. Wakes up, Italicized is gone. Looks like he's still flustered for a turn. Lagavulin, isn't that a name of a whiskey? 18 damage, jeez. Okay, so we'll take 8. This guy will probably kill us, but I think we're just gonna sandbag for a turn. Still takes 6 damage, but pretty rough first elite. Is this a? Are there different types that are like different difficulties? Makes sense. We're probably gonna lose here, and actually nope. Siphon Soul. That's different. Okay. 16 damage here. Ooh, that's interesting. I kind of feel like I just use the 2 defends, then cleave. Yeah, I'm toast here. I should be able to defend myself this turn, basically fully, but this one hurts a lot. Yeah, he does. Definitely not feeling like I'm getting past this one. Gotten him through like half of his hit points, which I feel is like actually pretty good, all things considered. Okay, that really sucks. Let's just probably just lose here is fine. All right. New character unlocked. That was fast. Alright, we're going to try this again here. Standard is fine. And we're going to stick with the main normal character here. Now I know a little bit more. I'm feeling like maybe you don't go for block. What the hell? Greetings, I am Neo. Hi, I brought you back. Okay, this is interesting. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. I feel like you want to go for the max HP here. Does he give you different things depending on how far you get? Okay, let's try a different sort of route. We'll try to see what the merchant's like, because I want to see what sort of things they offer. Yikes, okay. So I think we just try to kill the acid slime for this turn, and that'll reduce our damage that we take, although if I do 2 defends, I could actually do 3 defends and hope for a better hand. That'll be 11 damage we take. I can take 1. Meow offers 4 if you make it to the first boss. Makes sense. Yeah, we get an exhaust, that's fine. I'm not getting attacked, so let's just hit him 3 times. We'll have more nonsense going on here. Frail, okay, so let's block. And we're not getting hit by an attack again, so we can go ahead and do this. What a weird debuff. Okay. So, definitely feel like we try something different here. Seven block and exhaust feels pretty weak. I can't tell exactly what they're saying here. I can't tell if this means deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies, or if they mean deal 4 damage and then 1 enemy gets vulnerable. Or all enemies get vulnerable, but they don't take the damage. I'm guessing it's the former, the way it's written. Okay. So thanks to Curl Up, they've actually got 18 hit points. Okay. Not sure how to deal with this exactly. I feel like we can get the kill here, and I think that's how that mechanic works. But I want to see how this works here. Yeah, they all take the damage, okay. Can't kill that guy here. As long as I take less than 6 damage, we're still full health. And he doesn't have the ability to go back into Curl Up, which is interesting. Okay. So we just kill him. All of them take damage and vulnerable, yeah. Regen heals HP at the end of your turn. Each turn regen is reduced by 1. Deal damage equal to your block. That I already had. Part of me doesn't want to actually keep getting new cards. Like, I already feel like we're adding bloat because these cards seem so weak. This will give me a good idea of what cards exist. Clash. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Deal 14 damage. So this is actually really, really good because you just get rid of your non-attack cards through one way or another. Just play them all. Card removal service seems like that would be very powerful. These, like, obviously would be quite good. Membership card would be the one I like. Blood for blood. Pay 1 less each time you lose HP this combat. Deals 18 damage. I'm going to take Clash. Go for something that's a fairly aggressive type of strategy. This would be kind of interesting, but would require some different stuff. I don't think it's any good now. Okay, I think we start getting rid of... I kind of want to get rid of Bash. I just don't like it. But if I don't like Bash, then I also don't like Thunderclap, and I've got 2 of them already. I'm going to get rid of a Strike. Sold out. Oh no, that's a lovely picture there. I'm not sure if that was a good call. It'd be nice if you could sell stuff there as well, that'd be good. This guy, okay. He's gonna be buffing. Okay, tons of vulnerability. You do not belong here. Done a ritual of some sort. Gain 3 strength at end of turn. Oh, that's... Okay. So we'll do that. Now we can use this. While he's vulnerable, that's huge damage. And we can just kill him. Can never go wrong with ending Strike's defense. Yeah, I kind of felt like that was the case. Oh, we've actually got lots of, like, AoE damage, so I don't need that here. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. I feel like that's actually pretty good. Although you probably want a very different type of deck for that. We'll go for the mystery. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Okay, climbing out, you notice some gold you're missing. Looking at the puddle, you see missing gold coins come out of gold from... Okay, let's lose the hit points, because we can get some back. And we're hitting a rest, so I'm imagining... Ah, okay. So we can upgrade something. Let's upgrade the Clash. Ooh, we can check out what it'll do. Okay, upgrading Clash I think is what we want to do here. Because I feel like upgraded Clash is good. Let's try going to another fire. This means an elite, but... What the hell's this mean? Negates 1 debuff. They intend on debuffing me. That's fine. Okay, so they've all lost their sort of like debuff negation. That's fine. Then we can hit this guy with this and then gain that card back if we want to, which we don't really care to. Wait, wasn't I supposed to get a card back? Oh, it goes to the top, so it becomes the... Okay, well that's interesting. So we can have a permanent headbutt. Bash upgrade reduces energy cost to 1, which is kind of huge. That would be actually kind of huge. Unplayable ethereal. Okay, we take some damage there, that's fine. We get even more of these. Oh god, okay, that's gonna ramp up fast. They alternate between them. That's also bad. Okay. I'm gonna take a ton of damage this turn. I kind of don't know if I actually even care to block. Just gonna take a ton of damage here. We knew this was a tougher fight, so, like, but still kind of brutal. Those dazes are gonna really kick in and start just really screwing us over in a second, aren't they? Oh god. Okay, I don't think we can actually use this. Because dazed isn't an attack. So that's a situation where that actually is just really bad. We can take 0 damage this turn if we want to. Oh, we can use this. Nope. Yep, because it's unplayable. That really negates that. If we had gotten that on a different turn, that would have been fantastic, but... the fact of the way that works is really bad for us. Those go away, actually, if they get stuck in your hand. That's actually not that bad. That could have been worse. Thunderclap. Don't know why I didn't have this option last time. Alright, let's do that. I'm gonna use this regen potion. Ethereal isn't the worst debuff. It is here. I should have done something slightly different there. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. Okay, we kill one of you. And thanks to regen, should be slowly getting back into things. Do I want to just keep regenning for a couple turns? I think I actually want to just keep regenning for a couple turns. 3, 2, 1. If I can block 2, then we're good. So just wait. It was the only thing in my discard pile, so I picked it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Do we get more out of this? We do. Whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it. Upgrading cards makes them more powerful. Cards can only be upgraded once. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. Deal 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. Ooh. Apply 1 weak to all enemies. Okay, we'll check this one. We'll go here. Because we automatically get something that we think is good. No, this one still costs the same. Maybe we just keep upgrading Searing Blow. I feel like that's probably actually a trap card in a certain sense there, in that, like, the upgrade's pretty good, but, like, I kind of wonder if that's actually the thing that you should actually upgrade, or if, like, it doesn't scale well enough. Okay. Question card, what's that even mean? Future card rewards have 1 additional card to choose from. Well, okay. So that's an artifact, okay. Spot a loose brick within a pillar that catches your eye. Find a folded note and a card inside. The heart awaits. This is your handwriting. I'm imagining this does something later. I'm imagining this has like some sort of like long-term effects, where like the card I put in comes back later or something like that. Because I'm the one who put the card in there in the first place. I'm going to chuck you in there for now. It does scale more the more you upgrade it? Okay. So it is actually a good card to take then. Okay. I feel like in a lot of situations you have a card that has unlimited potential, but like the way that you actually upgrade it is so painful that it ends up being kind of not worth it. That's sort of how I feel like it ends up happening in a lot of situations. I feel like we go this route. Okay. Still pretty healthy. We can use Clash here, but we're going to start with this one. And he's dead. Net plus 4 hit points. Okay. I already feel like skipping. There's probably a good reason for me to get these, and I just don't know, like, why, basically. True Grit probably is actually good. Just have to make sure that you know sort of when you're using it, why you're using it, what you're using it for. I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. I want to get to the boss here. Okay. So like here, for example, we sort of know what we're in for, so I want to use True Grit here. Because I don't care if either of those gets exhausted. Then we get Thwomp, and I only take 1 damage, so it's fine. And they can't curl up anymore. Okay, so we could instantly kill someone with Searing Blow, but I don't really need to. Could also just instantly kill someone with this. Could actually just kill 2 of them. But I feel like we do this. And then just headbutt you. Let's get our Clash back. Doesn't matter because he's dead. Okay. Overthinking it. Just draw 5 cards. Randomize the cost of cards in your hand. That sounds really bad, actually. Whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage back. That's actually pretty good, but would have been better in our other run. Reckless Charge is 0-7 damage and applies Daze to myself. That actually has negative synergy with what we've already got. Gain 8 block, draw 1 card. Shrug It Off seems pretty strong. I think I'd rather take that. Should have gone for the rest, though. As you walk into the room, you can hear a gurgling grinding of metals. Before you use a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. Looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside this opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. 25% chance. Oh god, that's awful. Alright. Great. What do we get? Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. Upgrade. Upgrading cards makes them more powerful. Huh, okay. We'll probably hit the store here. Heal 6 HP and exhaust. That's actually pretty okay. Gain 11 block and shrug it and draw a card. That's pretty good here again too. The main problem that we're gonna have is like running out of energy. We don't really have a great way to keep like our energy going. This is pretty good. I kind of feel this one. This is cheap though. I'm gonna get the cheap thing. Is that a good way to do this? I have no idea. Probably not. And then we'll drop one of our defends. Okay. Powers and skills auto-upgraded is pretty good. I've been getting quite a lot of those. Mind you, it's kind of too late for that to matter, I feel like. 21. This goes up by 5 now, so this actually, yeah, is better. Alright, we made it to the first boss. We're gonna lose here probably, but that's fine. This guy's gonna block mode shift after receiving 30 damage, changes to a defensive mode. The person already looks like he is in a defensive mode. It's a really bad hand draw there, though. Oh, I thought he was going to gain 30 block there. Okay. Have to get lucky on this one. Good. Got 26 armies, still going to deal a lot of damage to us. And that's like all of our armor cards, too. Okay, we'll take this first. Kind of feel like adding more vulnerables fine here. Not even close to too late. You got those super early in the run. Really? Oh, right. I guess the boss is not like the final boss. They're probably all multiple spots here. This is where we could get screwed over pretty badly, I guess, if we lose our clash, but why are our Shruggadoffs always, like, next to each other? I can't actually get to clash here. We'll do this anyway. Okay. Okay. So I think we need to have like our defense up first. This sucks. The timing of this is really garbage. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to hit this guy and hope for the best. Because that's gonna hit us back pretty hard, and we're also kind of screwed here. Okay, defense mode is worn off. He's gonna deal 20 damage. I'm gonna drink this. We're about to say 20 damage. Exhausting one of those is good here. Okay, we didn't take very much off that. That's fine. Okay, can we get Clash to work here? If I get lucky, I can get Clash to work here, but I have to get lucky in a way that I don't really like. Because we're, yeah. This guy's not even at half health yet. Okay, we take a huge amount of damage. Lovely, lovely. Step planning here. He's planning on doing a negative debuff thing. Oh, okay. Shifted. One's doing 9 damage to me. I'll take 3. I might want to just hit him here. Now I'll do this and I'll hope for the clash. Then we headbutt again and we take back our Shrug It Off plus. We should take 0 damage here. I might actually beat this guy. I feel like it's possible. I don't feel like it's likely, but I feel like it's possible. I always get these in pairs. I wonder why they're always connected to each other like this. Alright, we're taking 16. I could definitely go True Grit here to exhaust more cards, but I feel like we're not going to. And then, since we don't have any more attacks, we'll just do this. And then we'll take 16 damage, take 0. Getting it down so you just take 0 damage feels like it's an important part of this game, but I don't know how, like, easy it is to actually make sure that's always happening. That... I feel like if we do this, we can get him down to the point where he defensive modes. He does not. Okay, I take a crap ton of damage here. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, he's going defensive here. Now he's doing this. Okay. That's one approach of the game. Well, I feel like since you don't recover all your hit points, it kind of is important to make sure that you stay somewhat healthy. And whatever, it doesn't matter too much. I guess it did matter a little bit. All right. We might got this. We maybe got this. Okay. I don't have enough damage on the table to actually kill him unless I get Clash off. So you have to hope for an offensive card? Yep. So we can do this. No, wait, I'm still... Oh, god damn it. Am I dead? No, I'm not. I'm not dead by 1 hit point. Cool. Great. There we go. That extra 8 starting hit points made all the difference. Cool. Neat. At the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1 card. That seems like that would be bad right now. Double tap, gain 40 block, exhaust. Gain 1 vulnerable at the start of your turn, gain... Okay, this feels like this would actually be really, really good. Incredible. Well, you know. Gain at the start of your turn, you no longer see enemy intents. That sucks. Okay, gain at the start of your turn, you cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. Doubles the effect of Dispotions. I'm gonna go with the Velvet Choker. Oh yeah, okay, so this just keeps going like this. It is broken into segments, it's just the segments are way too friggin' big. Okay, fantastic. I probably want to get to a bunch of, like, bonfires, I'd imagine. So maybe we try to angle for this route. Okay, we're probably gonna get killed here. Let's be real. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm full health again. What the hell? Why would that be a thing? Okay, well, whatever. Right. The fact that that's like that kind of sucks in some ways. Let's go ahead and use this one. Then I guess we'll just do this. Can't do that. Just do this, get us up to 16 without losing anything that I want. Okay, we're just gonna take damage again. I don't actually even have enough cards for Berserk to make any sense to use, so that sucks, but... Take 10 damage here, it's quite a bit. Am I losing money, like, permanently, or can I get it back? I kind of feel like we're just losing money here. Okay. Take the Shrug It Off plus. And we'll do this. Well, okay, that I should have done a different turn order. Quite clearly. I feel like we're losing this money permanently. I don't think we're getting it back when we kill this guy. Let's actually just do this. Okay. Does Berserk count as... It's a support, okay. Kind of getting lazy here, I could have done that better. Okay. Stolen back, okay, good. I was worried about that one. Entrench? I kind of feel like skip. Alright, who are you? What are you up to? You're the Chosen. Alright. Absolutely wall ups there. That wasn't bad. And then again, Berserk doesn't work this turn. Suffer. I'd rather not, honestly. What's that do? Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle one dazed into your draw pile. Well, that sucks. Ideally, we only use like a couple non-attack cards. So Iron Wave works here. I think we are just gonna play one. So that's fine. Like, that ends up there, that's fine. Oops, I should have done this earlier. Well, it's fine. Clonk. Okay, so it's vulnerable, wears off. We've now got this stupid thing. We just kill it with this. Thwap. Okay, dead. Easy enough. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 16 damage. That would be very different from the strategy that we sort of are doing here. I don't think that works with us. Again, I think I'm skipping. I want to improve cards. I'm not that interested in, like, getting new cards. An old beggar cloaked in fur reaches hands out towards you to pass. Spare some coin, child. Why can't we just give him multiple things? Beggar takes off his cloaks to reveal that he is a cleric. Your kind soul, receive my purification. You're unsure if he's grateful or mad. Probably both. It's fine. Okay, so we want to have less of these sort of things. I probably actually want to get rid of that True Grit. It's harmful in this particular deck. But for now, I think I'm actually going to get rid of a Defend. We want to have like a very offense-oriented deck here that can sort of like kill things before they do anything bad to us. Although I don't think that that's the most reliable or intelligible of solutions to the problems we've got. I guess we go down this route, because it's the most interesting route. It's not the best route, it's the most interesting route. Venturing through a series of tombs, you are faced with a large sarcophagus studded with gems in the center of a circular room. You cannot make out the writings in the coffin. However, you do notice black fog seeping over the sides. 50% chance to become cursed. That means we get a Wraith card. That really sucks for our particular build, so I'm going to leave it. There's a 50% chance that we would have been fine, and there's lots of rounds where that would be fine, but I kind of want to lean into using that that Clash card a little bit more. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Barricade, that's a sail. That is the same as having, like, I think that there's very specific builds that you would use that for, which we are not part of. I think that we want this. Deal 8 damage. Increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. This seems really, really good. What's X? This is however much you have left, I'm guessing. So if you use this early and spend a ton on it, you get like a ton of that. Okay. There's a couple different things that are sort of interesting here. Yeah, my last would have loved Barricade Body Slam. It absolutely would have. That would have been great. I might want to actually just use the card removal service. I can't afford it though, so it's like looking like I pick something else. Rampage feels like that would be really, really, really good if you could get it going. But you'd want the most slim deck imaginable for that. I'm gonna get Bandage up. Going through these events, I'm not getting like other upgrade cards. Okay, what can I do for these things? Wait, I can't upgrade some of the stuff I want to upgrade. This I could upgrade again, that's plus 6 damage, so it does have that sort of increasing value to it. Yeah, I do feel like just Searing Blows, we just keep upgrading it. There's definitely got to be like better things to do than that, but... Alright, what are you? Painful Stabs. 160. Book of Stabbing. What the hell? Alright. Gonna hit this. Thunderclap. It's dealing 12 damage to me so I can hit him again. Aren't you vulnerable? It removes the RNG? Yeah, basically. That's sort of what I was looking at it for. Okay. Got 11, he's going to deal 18. Kind of want to do this. But whatever we lose is going to suck a little bit to lose, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, we lost Headbutt, that kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. It's not the end of the world. If we just keep Searing Stabs like over and over again, that's kind of what we really want here. Alright, let's do that. Do that just so that we've got... Oh, that's a terrible time to do that. I'm gonna get wrecked because of that. Well, we did a bunch of damage to him. We're just gonna take a crap ton of damage back from that. It's fine. Yeah, just instantly kill myself. Oh man, that sucked. Okay, 6 times 4, it's 24 damage, what the hell? Okay, this is really good here. Could get up to 18 and only take like 6 damage. That's a lot of damage, but still, it's better than the other options there. I do like that this seemingly sticks around, though. That's actually really, really good. We're going to take 30 damage. I feel like this guy's actually just getting stronger. Okay, that sucks, but that's fine. Oh, shit. That was the wrong order. Ouch. Okay, we're stacking up wounds here, which is pretty bad, but Yeah, I potentially could have killed him if I didn't have those wound cards. He's gonna, like, murder me here. Ouch. The harder battles are a lot harder. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. That's actually really good. Fruit Juice, gain 5 max HP. Okay, add a card to your deck. Offering, lose 6 HP, gain 2, draw 5 cards, exhaust. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. Draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand onto the top of your draw pile, exhaust. This could actually be really good for us to cycle cards, so I think I'm definitely going to take that, especially because it costs 0. Look who's stabbed me quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, I should have expected that from the name. Alright, let's go over here. We're going to keep smithing, though, even though I probably should rest. Do I just keep doing this? I kind of feel like if you just keep upgrading this, it kind of just keeps getting better. And what the hell, why not? Eventually, we just want to make it so that we basically always get that, I guess, and get nothing else. Raise our max HP by 5. I guess doesn't matter here, they're both treasure chests that lead to the same spots. First time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Okay. We actually have got some okay, like, healing capabilities right now. I feel like going this route is the one calling to me, even though they're kind of identical routes here at this point in time. There's not actually a huge difference between them. Malleable. Interesting. Upon receiving attack damage, gain 3 block. Block gains increases as malleable is triggered. Resets to 3 at the start of your turn. He's doing 21 damage right off the bat there. That's fantastic. Ouch. Immediately gets me some draw there, that's fine. Okay. There's no way in hell I can get Clash off this turn, so what I might want to do is drop this into the top of my pile there. We probably do that later. I do want to see if I can get a different card here, but I don't think I can from what we've got here. The True Grit and risk losing something good. We didn't. Okay. It's doing 21 again. Maybe I can Clash this turn. Okay, we'll throw you into the pit. Because we can play this for free. We can Thunderclap and I can Clash. Why can I not... Oh, I can only play 6... That was 6 cards? Wow, okay, never mind. Well, that sucks. But... I think we net healed there. Vulnerable wears off, that's fine. Berserk. He's not attacking me this turn, so this is when we play this. Let's play everything. Weakened, that's fine. Even with that, we should be able to get a kill here. Okay. Gain 4 strength. At the end of this turn, lose 4 strength. Okay, I'm not loving these either. Skip that. Go for this side here. Oh man, 3 of these guys. What the hell? Not loving that. Could go double Thunderclap and have that set up for next turn. fact that this is exhaust is kind of compelling me not to play that right now, especially because these guys aren't attacking me this turn. So we can just kind of like headbutt one of them. Get back a Shrug It Off for next turn, and then just end turn here. You do not belong here. Well, I don't know why not. I feel like he's being a bully to me. Okay. I can get my defense up quite a bit this turn. I don't think I can get, like, a kill or anything, though. And I definitely don't want to vulnerable myself this turn. Okay, we should just block everything. They're haters, obviously. Yeah. No, I can see that. Alright, just barely got out of that. No damage. Now they're all stronger, though, so... Bleh. Hopefully I don't lose Clash. I don't. I'll just kill this guy. Feels like a bit of a waste of a Clash, but it worked out. Ouch. 6 damage, it's fine. Okay. Use this first. Basically, guaranteed to want to use this. It's doing 12 damage to us here. I can't do Clash. I could Berserk. I feel like Berserking here would actually, in the end, make me worse off here, though. Because it's not like I could use that to actually get Clash off. So we just take 1 damage, it's fine. Well, I think we're kind of in a bad spot here. I guess the longer this type of battle goes on for, like, the worse things get. Go one more turn here. Should have actually gone for the the damage ability. Oof, this is a not great hand. Let's just get out of it as fast as we can here. Okay, we'll do one of these. True Grit. And Clash him. I kind of got lucky there. I could have easily died to that. Or not died, but taken more damage, but... Draw 4 cards. Do not draw additional cards this turn. I don't like the idea of any of these, because I feel like this makes it so that, like, you draw 4 cards, you don't have to draw additional cards this turn. I'm guessing that means, like, the turn after, or you can only do card draw once. Maybe this only means... I'll try it. Okay. There's a good chance that that screws me over if that works the way I think it might. Oh, this is not good. I didn't want to get in a fight here. Okay, I am about to get attacked, but I think what we can do here is be fine with getting attacked and being a little bit more vulnerable and use that to get rid of some stuff. I think we want to kill the Mystic first, probably. That's likely. Can I draw more on the turn you use it? Okay. So that's not that bad, then. So you just can't use multiple card draw abilities. That's fine. Oh, that goes on... That defended someone else. That defended your buddy there. This actually won't kill you. But this will. Okay, 12 damage. So we've got 6 shield because of Frail being a complete bitch to us, but that's fine. We'll heal 6 at the end of this. Okay, so we use our other draw first, I suppose, is the way that you think about it. Although we're probably not going to even worry about that. And then use battle... Okay, yeah, so you use battle trance lance. Blast. That's fine. We'll chuck you into there. Oh, I should have actually done some other stuff first. It's fine. So you're 18 damage. I kind of want to just hit this just for the sake of it, but I'm just not going to bother. Okay, so we'll take 4 more damage. That frail is actually a really annoying thing to be hit by. Can I kill him? Probably. Yep. Okay, it's not terrible. Not good, but not terrible. Apply 3 vulnerable. Okay. Probably save that for like a boss. Gain 5 block, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Not what we're looking for this particular situation. Cost 1 less for each time you lose HP this combat, deals 18 damage. Again, not really what we're looking for here. Anger plus might be good. I think we skip. Since we're maxed out on how many cards we can use, anger is not the best thing for us to have. Let's just keep going. Up to 42. I need to start removing more cards more aggressively. Okay, the card draw actually does get in the way of Clash. That's fine, because I don't actually want to draw anything. Damn it. You need to pay attention to how many cards I played. It shows up here, right? Okay. $47 damage here. Okay. I've only got 1 point left. And I'm weakened, so... no way I can actually kill here. I guess we'll do this. Doing really good job for juggling all the interactions going for on your second run. Well, I have played other games that are like this is probably helping a lot. Because, like, I'd imagine going into this without having played Monster Train first would have actually really sucked. He's just dead. Okay. Also not knowing, like, the upgrade paths or anything like that, you know, that really sucks, but... Dropkick. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is vulnerable. Gain... and, okay, that's interesting. I think we're too late for that to be a pivot, though. Add a random attack into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. I wonder if it means from my deck, or if it means, like, a random attack card just from, like, an infinite number of whatever. I think we'll skip. All these 0-cost cards are kind of interfering with my own ability of, like, the Velvet Choker. Monster Train coming in clutch. Yeah. There's other sort of games I play that have sort of similar philosophies to this, but I think this is actually slowed down. Is this is plus 9? No, maybe that's still accelerating. Alright, who's this? It's a knight. The champ. Okay. I kind of feel like we throw the Fear Potion on him at some point in time. This fight would be a good idea. Bandage up. We'll Warcry. And we still have enough. He is going to attack me, but he's not going to attack me for much. But I still am going to throw this onto the top of my draw pile. So then we'll block, and we'll do that. That lets us use Clash for once. And Strike. So we'll take 6 damage, that's fine. Maybe I should actually just vulnerable him, like, right off the bat. Ouch. Okay, he's buffing, so this is when we use Berserk. I don't need to shrug it off or anything like that, so we just Thunderclap him. Searing Blow +6. The thing is, like, I can vulnerable him myself, so I kind of don't care about it as much. Do I want to just, like, cycle the entire deck, like, every time? Maybe I do. Because this brings me back to that other card that I want to play, like, faster. So it's kind of like having a different sort of, like, card draw ability. Or having a smaller deck, rather. Okay, we're taking 18 damage on this one. I'm gonna... Oh no, I've got Thunderclap here. Let's do this. I want to figure out what I've got for, like, armor. Okay, so I think we do... Okay, I could get to 15 this way, so we'll take 3, or I could use Iron Wave. I feel like we do Iron Wave, shrug it off. Okay, so we'll take 5, and that's fine. Especially because I don't have to, like, worry too much about my hit points, because, like, we'll get it back after this, right? Seems to be the case. He's not attacking. Okay. Okay, so that goes there. Probably would have gotten it again anyway without that, but 16 armor on a turn, I don't need any. Fantastic. Do your worst, ha ha ha. Okay, that sucks, but... whatever. I can do all this, except for the strike, which I don't need. Ooh, he's not vulnerable. This is the turn we use this. Okay. You've done it now. What have I done? +6 strength. Oh, well, that's not ideal. Okay, we'll start off with you. I don't want to do this next, but we'll see what we get. I want to do the Battle Trance. Okay, our armor is not going to be great, and we're taking, like, we're staring down the barrel like 50-something damage, but we'll just add whatever armor we can, and then after that we'll do whatever we can, but... Did I reset his... I can't tell. Okay, you are going back in. Okay, good. Ow. My face. My everything. You know, I'm just gonna do it. End turn. Alright. I've got 1 hit point left. Alright. So we got 1 hit point left. We'll go ahead and Thunderbolt the guy, and then we'll headbutt him. Defeated the champ with 1 hit point left with a headbutt. I kind of like that. That was pretty good. Okay. Gain 6 HP, lose 6 HP, gain 2 points of that, draw 5 cards, exhaust. Still don't really love that. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Exhaust your hand each... Yeah, I don't want any of these. Yeah, I don't want any of those. Gain 1 at the start of turn, you no longer smith at rest sites. That sucks. Gain 1 at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. That's fine. Replaces Burning Blood. At the end of combat, heal 12 HP. There aren't actually tons of turns where I really need to have more energy, but I'm going to take that under the assumption that, like, Lewis rubbing off on you with the theatrics. He would not let himself get to 1 hit point, because I usually hit him for like 2,000 something. If he ended something at 1 hit point, I'd be very offended. Okay. Well, we're on our second run, and those extra 8 hit points have come in super clutch 2 times. By which I mean I didn't actually know I would have died if I didn't have the 8 hit points. Yeah, so the whale makes all the difference in this, I guess. Potentially, maybe. We'll aim for the shop here. How much money do I even have, though? I've got 255. That's actually enough. That might really matter. Man, okay, this is a garbage hand. This is a ridiculously garbage hand. I've never seen the like. Okay. We'll exhaust a strike, I guess. The problem is, like, I kind of want to have my bandages available for later in this fight, because I'm going to take a crap ton of damage here. Alright. Let's go after you, I guess. I'll try and get rid of a strike. Yep. We're strike breaking today, I guess, apparently. So we'll have the bandage for later. That sucked. This turn really sucks. Okay. We're only getting hit by 1 guy for 9 damage, and we're gonna have a ton of Shrug It Off, so Berserk is actually a good thing to play his turn. Could work right here. Oh, we've gone up to taking 13 damage. Oh, that's with the vulnerability, though, I think. Okay, I don't need any of this stuff. I'm just gonna hit him. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, now that those guys are like that, I want to hit this guy, I guess. Sort of just hit whoever is doing whatever. Alternatively, I could just hit someone really freaking hard. I might actually be able to kill one of these guys. Because this is 76 damage. I could kill this guy. Okay. Is he not dead? What's going on here? Why are you still alive? Hit that guy one more time, I guess. I don't know. Do I have to kill all these at the same time or something? Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What are you doing? Regrowing? I do have to kill these all at the same time. God damn it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to get rid of True Grit as soon as I can here, honestly. They have a buff you can read for the specifics. Man. Okay. With my build, it's actually going to be kind of hard to get them all down low. Lifelink. I wonder if the other units are yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's kind of what I expected. Okay, I want to get rid of you because you're about to deal a ton of damage to me. Damage. this technically better? This is technically better, I think, because of that extra round of vulnerability. +5 strength and then hitting them with an AoE might actually be really good here. Okay, can we kill them? Probably. Some of this makes this a little bit more difficult. Yeah, no, we got this, it's fine. I forgot that I have more action points now. That wasn't as bad as it could have been, but I do not have the right kind of deck for that. Dual wheel. Choose an attacker or power card. Add 2 copies of that card to your hand. Unfortunately, the thing that I like is pretty expensive, so I don't think that that's actually great. I would love to have double tap instead. But getting double tap when I need double tap is the hard part there. I'm gonna get in a fight because there's 2 mandatory event things here. What are you? You look weird. At the end of turn, gain 3 strength. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on you and attack for 11 damage. Okay. Well, okay, fair enough. Okay, I don't mind being blocked off and still having this. That's fine. Do I just hit you for a ton of damage? Probably. Okay. Yeah. No, it's fine. You get some strength and all that other stuff. You thwacks me for, like, nothing. Okay, that sucks, but that shouldn't actually matter because I'm just gonna kill him. Alright. What the hell's dexterity? Uppercut seems like it's pretty strong, honestly, but kind of expensive for what it's doing compared to what I want to do, which is just slim down my deck so I just keep getting that one card over and over again. If I could get it so that I, like, hit someone with my big punch and then, like, re-roll into having that punch again. 2 madness cards. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand to 0. This combat exhaust. It costs 1 though. Become cursed. Wraith. Unplayable innate. Retrace your steps. Okay, well, none of these are actually good, so I guess that's that. The fact that this is random sucks, but if that's the case, like, I could just take the other cards that are not free and then just reduce them, or play them, so I'm gonna take that. Strength buff for blocking? Ah, okay. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, honestly. Hopping prone and floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. Oh no, I've been playing, what's it called? Oh wow, these are all bad. Okay, we can lose a strike. Actually, no, this is good. Okay. That's a weird good event. I guess it could be bad if they're all 3 cards that you need for your combo. Like, that's also possible. Starting with 4 friggin' strength from these guys, fantastic. Okay. Chuck you back in there. Do that so I don't keep drawing it. This might have actually been a good one to use the flex potion, because I might actually do this here, because I've got such a bad hand. Ugh. Ugh. Hopefully those go back to normal afterwards. If not, that probably ends my run. What I would ideally do is maddening that one thing down a cost, so... Okay, we got a madness at 0 cost here. What a weird hand. Okay. We are about to get our asses kicked. Fantastic. We can kill one of them at least. All of them are pretty equal, but one of them has more hit points, so we'll take out that one first. That drops the damage we're about to take by a lot. I don't really care about that either way, that's fine. Okay. Gonna take 4 damage here. After the fight, yes, not this fight though. Oh, okay, good. I was worried that's like just a permanent change to your cards, because that would be very funny and also really tragic. Clash is not getting played here. Let's see here. Defensive tends to block and use a buff next turn. Okay. So I can go all out on offense right now. Not that that really matters because I've got like crappy cards right now. They're almost dead. I just need the thing that like instantly kills one of them that I take forever to get because I've got too big a deck because I haven't parsed it enough because I'm an idiot or something. God damn it. There we go, got it. You're vulnerable already. 21 damage. Yuck. Can I kill you? Yeah. I almost forgot to check how many actions I had that turn. That could have been real bad. I already have mostly upgraded cards. I really just don't need armaments. It does mesh with the other thing I've got, but I want to like parse my deck down. Okay, fire is almost always like probably one of the better options for us because we've got that one card that we're relying on. That's probably gonna like not be actually good at certain points, but it feels like just always upgrading that card is always the right call when we can. I might want the shop though instead. Okay. Guess I don't really care about that. Not attacking me, so I can use Berserk here. Ugh, I don't love this. Okay. Nope, lost the one I wanted. Damn. Like, I guess, like, that one thing is actually bad, all things considered, like, until I can actually fix some of the stuff about it. I want to make sure we got one of our thunderclaps, I guess, for next turn. We're going to do one of these for now. Clap him there. Going to take 26. Just going kind of aggro on him, even though we're going to take a lot of damage this turn. But we're full health, and we got like those bandages, and we got our auto heal at the end of fight, so. Okay. There's some of those bandages I was talking about. Let's just hope that this hits. Let's just hope we get lucky. Nope. That is fine. Do that. Just about to cast a buff. Okay. This is free, so we'll do it anyway. Oh, I'm out of cards. I already used 6. Wow, okay. Plus 3 strength. That's not that scary. It's like up to 29 now, but that's fine. True Grit, when it's the last card, is actually kind of okay. Okay, we take 18, that sucks, but oh well. Speed potion might actually be kind of good here, but yeah, well. Okay, so True Grit is good if you can make it so that it's the last card in your hand. Got it. Sort of understand that card a little bit better now. I wish you got something for doing skip, like how you do in Monster Train, where you get paid a little bit. Alright, normally I'd want the upgrade for sure, but I do kind of want to go to the Merchant, because we have got 315. Okay, what's on sale? Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. We don't lose hit points from cards, though. I definitely want card removal. And I think what we want to get rid of is a block, actually. I kind of want to get rid of this True Grit right now. I do kind of want, like, double tap really badly. Here I am bloating my deck after trying to get rid of stuff. Okay. You upgraded, that makes True Grit way better. I checked the upgrade, I didn't love it. Start your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. That's kind of okay. It's not very much damage, I feel like that'd be better early. Just want to see if there's anything here that would be substantially better to upgrade right now. Honestly, this is still the best. Plus 11. Yeah, it does keep going up. Wording makes it so it's not random. Ah, I see. Well, I have no money, so I can't go back to the store here. Even though I would love to dump another card away. Okay, so you guys will take some damage. That's lovely. So we have got double tap, but these guys die in one hit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna try and RNG into randomly. Nope. Double tap's free though. Yeah, double tap's free. Okay, I can just kill one of you guys, so I don't really have to care about some of this. Let's just do that. And double tap. And then clash to kill one of you guys. Wait, how come double tap didn't trigger? Did I read that wrong? I probably did. This turn, your next 2 attacks are played twice. How come it wasn't played twice? Does that not count as an attack? Huh. I feel like that should have gone through. Well, that's annoying. Oh, God. Okay, well. Okay, we'll get that and try and kill this guy in one hit. Bumps into the card limit. I keep bumping into the card limit, yeah. Oh, it counts as another card. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. That's very insane, but that does make sense, technically. Alright, this is free. That's what I've always wanted. Not that I think it matters at this point in time. This guy's got thorns. That sucks. Let's do this. Go away for now. Okay, I've got no ability to get... There we go. If I could have gotten that armor first, that would have been way better. We can clear this much faster thanks to how much card draw we got. Like, days doesn't matter as much because we can just clear through 1,000,000 of them in a turn. Yeah, it counts as 2 cards played. Okay, that sucks, but... Gain 5 block on every attack you play. That could be really good with a different type of deck. But, oh no, that actually works well with this one because we've got lots of attacking cards, but... again, I want to make my deck a bit smaller. I think I still want that. That's actually really, really powerful. Please let me make my deck smaller, though, game. I've screwed up so many times about that. I'm going to play this just so I can get rid of it, because I've got, like, the 2 of them or whatever, but... Okay, I don't really want to do that this turn. Getting attacked for 11. I should be able to do this and then Iron Wave twice and wind up with, like, more armor because of that. Kinda sucks that I played that and I don't have any more stuff to do, though. I also thought the dexterity would last a little bit longer. I thought it'd be a countdown type effect. But looks like it's not. Cool. Okay, let's... Warcry first. We'll save you for later because I've got way too many defense cards right now. Should have done this a different way. This will just get me Clash again. If I do this, though, I can still not play it. Cool. Alright, 26 defense. It's not enough, but it's close. Not really. I played that turn really badly. Not paying attention to my resources here. Okay, we'll just kill one of you. Got 2 actions left. Or is that how it counts down? Is it countdown? I can't tell sometimes. No, it's count up. Okay, so I've got some more actions here. I'm not paying that much attention to what I'm doing here. I don't need block at all. So I think it really is just I go for, like, some damage. Can I kill you? I wonder why it is in these games that they always want you to, like, discard your current hand and then, like, draw a completely new hand every time. Instantly very dead. Okay. We're running close to the boss here. Do I want to do this? I'm not going to get another shot before we hit the boss, but if we did this, we might get an artifact, I think. It's got a couple minions. Abandon combat without their leader, so we don't actually have to kill them. Not attacking. Increase attack damage by 1 from strength. Okay. I don't mind the idea of using the, like, flex potion here, but let's just do this for now. I think we just play our entire hand here. There's nothing else we can do, really. The only question is, like, do I try to go for the minions? But apparently not. Ooh. Wound cards. It'd be nice if Bandage did something about those. That'd be kind of an interesting effect. Oh, they get more of those every turn. Okay, well that explains some things. I definitely do not need you right now, because I've got, like, no offense in this hand here. I'm about to get very wrecked. To the point where I don't actually know if I'm going to survive this turn, even. Get rid of you. If I get a really good turn, I can instantly kill the Reptomancer. And I think I might have it, so we might be okay here. But this has been a brutal fight. Oh god, okay, we don't have what we need here. Let's just hit Battle Trance. Go fishing. Oh no, we do have it. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill. Okay. There we go. Absolutely brutal. Well, we got through it, but yeah, that was... Whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn. What's a power card? Where does it? Skill power. Ah, there we go. Okay. Where you gain block, deal 7 damage to a random enemy. That would be pretty good. Still skipping it, though. Okay, we're in a situation that kind of sucks. Oh, no. A rare relic. Well, let's take the risk. It's probably gonna kill me here, but you never know. Okay. Definitely do a shrug it off here. Player of Madnesses. Good, we got this free. Gonna take 5 damage, that's fine. What we really want is to draw the bandage, because then we'll be net positive on the fight. Where's my card draw? Okay, I'm gonna drop you since we're almost no way in hell we're getting that. Grab you. I might be able to actually get away with berserking this turn if we do this. 3 left, that'll bring us up to 15. That's actually a bit short, but you know what, that's fine. So we are going to take some unnecessary more damage, which we didn't have to. But you know what, sometimes you do that because you're an idiot. Me in particular. Okay, so we'll take 6 more damage. We'll still be net positive if I get that stupid thing. Oh, those are bad, though. Okay, we won't be anymore. Okay, we got the bandage, that's what we wanted. I don't know if that's going to trigger. Doesn't look like it, okay. So we gained 3 hit points from doing that. And we get this. Every 6 turns, gain 1 intangible. Intangible. Reduce all damage taken to HP loss and HP loss to 1. So we could find a turn. The problem is that we have no control over when that is, so like that kind of sucks actually, but I need to slim my deck, ignore all cards, no matter what they are at this point. Okay, risk it all. Playing it risky. Is that the smart thing? Probably not. Alright. Are you going to bring your guys back to life or something like that? Whenever you play a power card, gain 1 strength, the enemy isn't awakened yet. Increase attack damage by 1, aggressive intensity attack for 21 damage. I thought you weren't awake. Does that mean as soon as it is awake that does that? Okay. Well, whatever. Let's just drop that. And drop away this. I'm just gonna use some strikes here. Just gonna end turn that. Surprisingly, I do have some control over that. It's just kind of hard to utilize. Well, that's fair. Yeah, I thought this guy was awake. Ah, his little lackeys heal him. His stupid little toadies there. Okay, fine. Could try to madness the Searing Blows here. Odds of hitting are still pretty low. I don't think I can actually get it to the point where that odds there are that great. What I really want is to do a double hit on that. Let's just they're not going to be doing the buff thing, so I think that's to bring him back to life is what they're doing. I'm going to take 35 damage. I'm going to take a little bit less because I'll probably do some armor. Let's just see if I can get this guy killed pretty quickly. Okay, and then we headbutt so that I can do this again next turn. And then we'll madness something for the hell of it. And then I take a crap load of damage, but he doesn't heal. We get our searing blows. And then we get our, like, heal to full because we killed him. I don't have anything to... Oh no, I could do this. Didn't get it. I'm gonna do this though. The problem is, do I get killed by his minions this turn? Grr. Oh shit. How long before he comes back? End of its turn heals 10. Okay, so he'll come back, but he'll have low hit points, so I can just knock him down again. Wait, that's not 10? Son of a bitch. Okay, so clearly I have to kill his lackeys first, but... Fine. If they come back to life too, I'm gonna be real mad. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I just don't want it here. 41 damage. Oh, I'm dead. It's fine. I got through a lot more of that than I thought I was honestly going to. Yeah, I am dead, yeah. I got through a crap lot more than I thought I was going to from that, though. How many floors does this game have? Cards unlocked. Deals 14 damage. Strength affects card 3 times. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. When does that trigger? That would be when you play the card. Okay. Double your strength and exhaust. Okay, that's for very specific strategies there. Okay, I need to find ways to like get rid of cards a little bit more consistently and a little bit more regularly. But yeah, I can definitely see like the appeal of this game. I'm not actually sure I like it more than Monster Train, but I would need to go deeper into it to see like more of the mechanics that are in there, I'd imagine. I kind of want to see what this guy's about, but... The Silence. Okay, so what does he do differently? Start each combat, draw 2 additional cards. So he's got more... Okay, so it's more card draw versus a little bit more hit point regeneration. So this is probably technically stronger. 4th is your personal favorite, so whoever's in here. Okay. Oh, the character is unlocked by completing a run with the Silence. So I'd have to play the Silence to get this one, and then to get this one unlocked by winning a standard run and having a 3rd character unlock. So I'd have to unlock this one to get access to this one. We're not going to do that right now, because it is just about 6 o'clock, so the timing of that is pretty good. They have different decks too. Oh, okay. So that's very, very, like, I can definitely see where Monster Train got its ideas from then. Yeah, but in any event, it is just about 6 o'clock. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one more than Monster Train, but I definitely need to see like more of the depths of mechanics to it. I can certainly see like why the ideas in this took off so much. I still sort of resent it, even though it's not their fault, for the way that games in indie spheres have gone. Because like there's just too many card games. Like too many games that do not benefit from cards have cards. Slay the Spire's card system is good for what it is. Like it is, at its heart, pure and simple, a card game, and you're playing it to be a card game. And I quite like it. But, you know, other games are not card games. They just are games that have cards shoved into them, which I kind of resent. So, Monster Train is more appealing initially, but Slay the Spire has more appeal once you're deep in. Okay. I kind of figured, like, I didn't know the core mechanics of this enough to know that sort of judgment, so it's interesting to know that that's sort of the case there. I actually think that Monster Train... I can see why that would be the case, because, like, Monster Train, when you sort of get the groove of what's going on, like, the thing that makes it more interesting or whatever is, like, each of the factions has so much variation between them, but it doesn't take too long to get through them. For Slay the Spire, I feel like the runs are so long compared to Monster Train, which is a plus and a minus, like the runs being as long as they are. Makes it so that like you are forced into like really modifying your deck over a long period of time, which can add some more depth to what you're doing and customization to what you're doing, whereas Monster Train, everything has to be real quick. So I can see that this would have more longevity in that sort of sense there. On the other hand, I'm not sure that I like the fact that an hour and a half long run is that, like, how many bosses are there in a standard run? Like, to slay the Spire, as it were, how many runs do you get before you actually have slayed the Spire? You do think Slay the Spire has more depth? Yeah, that kind of seemed like it was going in that direction based on the length of the missions. Just gives you more time for that depth to take hold. Whereas whatever like has to happen in Monster Train. I was at the final boss of base difficulty? Really? Okay, maybe it's not that much longer. Yeah, no, in any event. I'm not sure if I'll play this again on stream necessarily anytime soon. I'm gonna probably just finish Metaphor, regardless of what else is happening. But yeah, no, that was a good thing to try out at least once. In any event, though, hope you found this one enjoyable. I hope, of course, as always, hope to see you guys all